everyone, and welcome to Fisher Field in Newton for the 8-man Division I state championship games on Smoky Hills Public Television. I'm Jeremy McGuire along with color analyst Larry Jantz, and we have a pretty good matchup today. An undefeated and defending state champion Baileyville B&B Falcons taking on the 11-1 Quinter Bulldogs. Both teams coming in after nice wins in sub-state, Larry, but this is going to be a battle out here on this football field today.
Absolutely. Of course, Baileyville, the defending state champs, like you mentioned, 25-0 so far. He's going to have to, the Quinter Bulldogs are just huge. They're big, they're fast. He's going to have to stay on his blocks. His linemen, if they're going to win the line of scrimmage, control the football, don't make any mistakes, they're going to have to stay on their blocks a little longer because, and then when they turn it around, when Baileyville's on defense and Quinter's got the ball, about 85% of it's run for them. They're about 85% run, 15% pass. And Matt Bird, as you're going to watch at, number 11, he'll be out there trying to catch the majority of all the passes. And you got Brady Reed's quarterback, and Hargett is good. He's just awesome as the tailback. So they're going to have to really step up to the plate as far as playing the defense. That ought to be a battle of the trenches, I think, as far as the line play, who wins the game and less mistakes.
You mentioned Hargett on the offensive side for Quinter, nearly 1,900 yards this season. Quite an animal, and Baileyville's going to focus a lot on him. But when it comes to the Falcons' offense, they like to spread it around a lot. A lot of people will get touches, and that makes them a lot harder to defend.
Well, that's what they're hoping. And then, of course, if they can just control the bookends on the outside as far as on defense, and a quarterback can stand back in the pocket and get some good pass looks like this, because he has a more balanced attack than what Quinter does, apparently. But Quinter uses the pass as an element of surprise. So it all remains to be seen what will be played out here in just a few short minutes.
You look at some motivation for these teams. You especially look at Quinter's been documented, the stomach cancer that Coach Wolf has had, and what a heck of a battle he's went through on his personal life, not to mention on the football field with his team. What kind of motivation does that give these kids? Is it giving a little bit extra juice going into this game?
Well, these kids have had a long time since 5th grade, when he was our 5th grade teacher, to kind of get, you might say, loving him like a second dad. And he is to most of these here players. And so they'd do anything for him. And they've proven it. I mean, to get to this point, beating Clifton Clyde in the semifinals last week on Clifton Clyde's field, 28-20, that was awesome to be where they're at. And so they've earned the right to be here. They've stepped up to the plate, stepped up to the challenge, and now we're going to see with the Bulldogs and the Falcons get after it.
So we'll see how that turns out here in a little bit. We'll have more from Fisher Field, including a talk with both coaches. All that and more right here on Smoky Hills Public Television. Welcome back to Newton on Smoky Hills Public Television. Now joined by the head coach of the Quinter Bulldogs, Greg Wolf. And Coach, what an exciting time for your team, a state championship. Couldn't pick a better ending to the season.
Absolutely not. We set this goal at the beginning of the year. We've had to overcome quite a bit of adversity, but the kids have stayed true to the goal the whole time and have kept their eyes upon it. And, man, what a great week we've had of practice and just being together and fellowshipping together. And to be here on this day, it doesn't get any much better.
Talk about how your team's been able to stay focused. It's been documented, the health problems that you've had and things that have gone on for your team. How have they been able to stay focused and to perform at such a level that they have?
Well, through it all, starting in week 3, the kids have focused down and served one another. And we preach about that all the time as coaches and serving one another. We do devotions, team devotions, Bible studies together. But, just the idea of serving ourselves as brothers. And, and that's overcome a lot. I've had some seniors step up that probably would not have, that have led leadership. And, through it all, we've been okay. And that's definitely paid off for us.
Let's talk just a little bit about the team you're facing today, B&B. They've won 25 games in a row, last year's state champion. What are some of the keys for you guys to be able to come out on top today?
What we're going to concentrate on against a very good Baileyville team is ball control, not turning the ball over and limiting our mistakes, but it's the same thing that they're going to be relying on also. We're both two big teams. We both like to run the ball well, so it's who's going to control the ball and who's going to limit mistakes, I think, is going to come out on top today. But, our kids know that they have worth regardless of the fact of what happens here. But those are the things that we have keyed on this week, and it's going to be a battle.
Coach, good luck against B&B today.
Thank you, Jeremy.
You're very welcome. That's head coach Greg Wolf of the Quinter Bulldogs. We'll have more from Newton right after this. Back to Fisher Field in Newton on Smoky Hills Public Television, the 8-man state championship game. We're joined by the head coach of the Baileyville B&B Falcons, Steve Tiernan. Coach, first of all, congratulations. Another state title game. Got to feel pretty darn good again.
Yeah, it does. It feels real good. It's a lot of fun. You know, the year's been a lot of fun. I'm just glad to be back.
Now, you guys have won 25 in a row, looking for your second straight state title. Does it ever get monotonous, mundane? Is there anything that plays into this ball game?
No, winning never gets old, I'll tell you that. No, but really these guys have done a great job. We don't focus on how many we've won in a row. We focus on what the next games get to bring and just hopefully get another one.
Talk about what you guys have done this year. You've went through some pretty good teams and handled them pretty good. What has been the key this year for your team?
We've got really good leaders. Our seniors are good leaders, and they've been here. You know, this is one game. I don't know if being here last year is going to help us this year or not, but they know what it took to get here. So all year, all summer, all last off season, they've just worked their tail off to get here. So that's what it's all about, is leaders and kids working hard.
Coming up against a Quinter team that beat Clifton Clyde last week, what will it take? What are the keys for your team to win this ball game and get your second straight state title?
Yeah, we got to limit mistakes. We can't turn the ball over against a team like this. We're going to have to block a little longer than what we've ever had to. We're going to have to run harder. We're going to just have to play defense and tackle, and they're big and fast, and that's a good combination when you're playing football.
Coach, good luck against Quinter today.
All right, thank you.
That's head coach Steve Tiernan of the Baileyville B&B Falcons. More from Fisher Field in Newton right after this. And welcome back to Fisher Field in Newton. Jeremy McGuire, color analyst Larry Jantz, and it is the Division I state championship game here on Smoky Hills Public Television. Quinter and Baileyville B&B. You get a look at the coin toss right now, the ceremonial part of the ball game, Larry, and you look at it, and you know, whoever gets the ball first, both the offenses and defenses are going to want to set the tone early.
Yeah, absolutely. And there you got Stu Chance that's just showing it there, Jeremy. And I don't know, let's see who won this thing. But you're absolutely right. Stu Chance going to try to flip.
Looks like Quinter has won the toss and will receive. So the Bulldog offense is going to get the first opportunity to get out there on the field. And like we talked about just a little bit ago, Larry, is their offense is predicated by the success of Jordan Hargett. 5'10", 190-pound senior, 251 carries, 1,881 yards, and 23 touchdowns. So that young man is the key to their offense. And like you said, also Matt Bird, when they throw the ball, but they want to run the ball first and foremost and use the pass second.
It's going to be a Brady Reed, a quarterback, and Hargett, like you said, the tailback with all them yards. And don't forget Matt Reed out there. Matt Bird, number 11. He probably catches 80% of all the passes thrown by Brady Reed, the quarterback. And he's not afraid to run. He had that there kind of a draw play up the middle against Clifton Clyde in the semifinals too. Kind of help the Bulldogs get to this point.
So B&B is going to kick off. The Falcons will kick from our left to our right here on your screen. Quinter will receive back deep for the Bulldogs. Will be Matt Bird along with Jordan Hargett. Kicking off for B&B will be Logan Haug, and we're about set for state championship football on Smoky Hills Public Television. The fans are ready, the players are ready, and here we go. That is a deep one, and that will not be returned. It is into the end zone. So Haug kicks it deep, and it will be Quinter's football, first down and 10.
Yeah, that's be a first down on the 15-yard line here for the Quinter Bulldogs. We'll see what they do, what kind of a lineup. Generally, the Baileyville B&B Falcons going to be in a 3-3 or 3-4 defense.
Looks like they're coming up early with the 3-3 look. We'll get your starters for Quinter and for B&B after this first play. The center is Zach Nemechek. Quarterback Brady Reed. Hargett is back there. It's going to be an inside handoff, and Hargett's going to be cut down. He's going to lose a half a yard on the play. Haugen there on the tackle for B&B. Looking at your starters for Quinter across that offensive line: Skylar Whitman, Thatcher Deaton, Zach Nemechek, Cody Corwin, and Matt Bird. Quarterback Brady Reed, fullback Logan Reed, tailback is Jordan Hargett.
And the first play was that spread trap. Now they come out in their spread formation.
No gain on the first play. Which direction will they go this time? It's going to be an option left side. Hargett, he gets a block. Look out. Oh, he was one man away. A nice play by Ryan Herder, getting the fingertip on him. Brings him down after a pickup of 11 yards, and it's a first down for the Quinter Bulldogs.
Ryan Herder made a kind of a touchdown-saving tackle there. 5'11", 150-pound senior. He had 58 tackles this year, Jeremy, with 3 interceptions.
Looking at the rest of the starters for B&B, Herder and Eric Herder at the corners. Defensive line, Logan Haug, Nathan Haug, Taylor Busing. Backers, Cody Hyman, Austin Schrod, Will Holthouse. And we have a flag on the play.
Nathan jumped the gun.
Referee Stu Chance will make the call here.
Dead ball foul. Encroachment on the defense. 5-yard penalty.
5-yard penalty. It will be first down and 5 for the Bulldogs. So far a successful opening drive for Quinter.
Golly, and the referee's microphone worked too. Did you hear that, Jerry?
Hey, he switched her on. They're going to throw it out in the flat. Bird, the leading receiver for the Bulldogs, makes the catch, gets upended.
Good
close
yard.
To the first down territory. I believe he's going to be short by a yard. It's going to bring up second down and 1, a pickup of 4 on the play.
Yeah, they're not holding anything back. We've seen their spread trap. We've seen the pitch to the outside. Now we've seen a quick pass out in the flare in the flat. So the Bulldogs are doing everything, Jeremy.
No sense in holding back. This is a state championship game. If you got it in your arsenal, use it. Hargett is in the arsenal, and I believe he is going to have enough for a first down.
Yeah, but Nathan
Haug on the tackle.
Helped by Austin Sherrard, too, the 6', 170-pound junior. He had 78 tackles for the year, 1 pass interception, 1 fumble recovery. That's old number 33, Austin, playing a linebacker position. Kind of helped Nathan Haug close the tackle there.
First down and 10. Quinter will close up the formation. That ball is fumbled, and I believe Hargett got on it. Reed fumbled the snap. It's going to be a loss on the play of about 2 or 3. In there covering up for B&B was Taylor Busing, the 6'4", 215-pound senior defensive end. A loss of 2, second and 12.
I'd say the play-action pass, they might drag Scott Oaks across the middle, but look for Bird. Look for Matt Bird to try to get open, and Brady will try to hit him, I think, here on second long.
Scott Oaks, a 6'7", 270-pound senior. They are going to throw it. It's going to be an option.
Pitch.
Hargett's got some room, gets a nice block, still on his feet, and is very close to a first down. A nice stumble run. I believe he's going to have it.
They might have to call a little measurement. No, they got him out of bounds short of it.
They backed it up to the 36-yard line, but he picks up about 9.5 on the play. It's third down and 2.
It was a great read, and they had some good blocking schemes up front to keep those Falcons off the tackle early.
10 minutes to go first quarter, no score. Quinter looking for their third first down of the half. Of the quarter, it's going to be Reed. He's going to have enough for the first down. He picks up 2 on the play. That's what he needed. And that's the first Bulldog to run the football other than Hargett.
Yeah, I got that right. And, of course, they had those twins split both sides that kind of spread out the defense, and then just had a quarterback draw up the middle. And Brady Reed's done that quite often this year, the 5'11", 165-pound senior.
So first down and 10 from the Falcon 33-yard line. Quinter moving the ball well so far. They have thrown it once. They have ran it a lot. There's a pitch out. Hargett trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all he will get. Cody Hyman in on the tackle along with Ryan Herder. No gain on the play. It is second down and 10, and with the speed from this B&B defense, it is awfully hard to get to the outside.
Absolutely. Yeah, Cody Hyman did a great job of wrapping him up back behind there with a little help from 37, Ryan Herder. Did a great job there. No gain, second and 10 for the old Bulldogs.
Here at Fisher Field in Newton, the 8-man Division I state championship game. We have a timeout on the field. Timeout by Quinter, 9 minutes and 10 seconds to go here in this first quarter, Larry. But this first drive for Quinter so far, they'd love to get points on the board, but even if they don't right here, I think it's a successful drive for the Bulldogs. 3 first downs already.
Well, they're keeping the Falcons off balance. They've only had the one draw up the middle, but generally they've had about 3 kind of option plays to the right and a couple of them to the left. And then that one pass, kind of swing pass out in the flat to Matt Bird. So they're mixing the plays up very well. Probably more so in this game than they have all year long because, Jeremy, 85% of their plays all year long has been to the run. And they've been very successful with Hargett, like you mentioned in the pregame, over 1,800 yards by Hargett alone. And so they've done a great job. So, right now, the battle in the trenches.
Just a reminder, the Kansas State High School Activities Association is a nonprofit organization supported by more than 790 member schools. KSHSAA and its member schools promote, develop, and direct interscholastic activities to contribute to a well-rounded and meaningful educational experience. Public service message from your Kansas State High School Activities Association and Smoky Hills Public Television. 2nd down and 10 out of the timeout. Here comes a blitz. Reed looking to the flat, has Hargett out there. He can't hold on to it. Boy, that was a tough pass right there. They had the screen set up to the left, and if Hargett was able to get that football, he had a couple blockers and some running room.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, there was lucky the referees didn't see it. I think Zach Nemechek had a little holding play, 56 out here on that deal. Otherwise, they was trying to catch that pass interception by the Falcons.
And this is a situation that Quinter does not want to be in, 3rd down and long. Their offense, as we've mentioned several times, is a running offense. 3rd down and long makes it a little bit difficult for this team. Hargett in motion to the near side, back to pass Reed. Looking under a little bit of pressure, rolls to the right, and he is going to be, no, he's not brought down. Now he is. Logan Haug with the initial pressure. Will Holthouse finishes him off back at the 38-yard line. That's going to be a loss of 5 on the play, 4th and 15.
And that's absolutely what the Falcons needed. They've had 2 or 3 first downs here, and all of a sudden now here we got 4th down and about 15 yards for a punting situation.
So Brady Reed will punt. Ryan Herder is back deep for the Falcons. There's a snap, a good snap. The kick is away. It's a line drive. It's going to be fielded by Herder at the 5. Has a little running room coming to the near side, and he is brought down by Cody Corwin for Quinter. And Corwin, a 5'11", 260-pound senior, doing a good job getting downfield. It's going to be 1st down and 10 for the Falcons at their own 18-yard line.
And that was a pretty good punt by Brady Reed down. It's kind of a line drive. He's kicked 13 times this year for 372 yards, averages 29, but does a great run back by Ryan Herder there, the 5'11", 150-pound senior.
Neither one of these teams have punted a ton of times this year. So it's going to be 1st down and 10 for B&B. They will go shotgun formation with senior Kyle Haverkamp. Gives it off left side to Herder, and he is stacked up on the play. A nice job by Nemechek. Also in there was Thatcher Deaton. A bunch of help on that play, and it's going to be a loss of 1 on the play. 2nd down and 11.
Yeah, Ryan Herder, number 37, he's had 102 carries for 839 yards this year, 17 touchdowns, but this time, boy, he got stuffed at the line of scrimmage, Jeremy.
2nd down and a short 11, a long 10, whichever way you want to look at it. Haverkamp looks out in the flat, has a man. Herder makes a catch down the sideline, brought down, 1st down for the Falcons up to the 30-yard line. That's a pickup of 13.
Yeah, no flags on the field, so it's going to be move the sticks to the old zebras there. 1st down, the first and 10 for the Falcons.
Looking at the starters for B&B, across the offensive line, Taylor Busing, Nathan Haug, Will Holthouse, Logan Haug. Quarterback already mentioned, Kyle Haverkamp. Fullback Cody Hyman, tailback Ryan Herder, and wide receiver Kyle Muting. There's going to be Hyman up the middle, has some running room, still running strong, and is going to have
pretty tough run.
Nearly a 1st down. His knee went down. He's going to pick up 9 on the play. Bird on the tackle along with Joe Simon for Quinter. Looking at your starters for the Bulldogs. Nemechek to start at the nose tackle. The ends, Scott Oakes and Cody Corwin. Corners, Skylar Whitman and Matt Bird. Linebackers, Thatcher Deaton and Jordan Hargett. And Joe Simon is the monster back. 2nd down and 1.
And you got old Joe Simon playing that monster back in there, the 3-2 defense by the Quinter Bulldogs.
Back to pass Haverkamp again. Little time, and he swarmed under. Nemechek got the rush up the middle and brought him down. Also in there on the hit, Brian Oakes, the 6'3", 225-pound sophomore. Boy, I would not like to feed those boys, the Oakes boys. Brian, 6'3", 225. Scott, 6'7", 270.
They're on full ration.
Yes, they are. That's a loss on the play of 5 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 6.
Can't argue with Coach Tiernan's call, 2nd 1. They tried to go for a little pass play. It didn't work.
Again, they're going to throw it. Haberkamp up the field, incomplete. Haug was out there. Good coverage on the play by Whitman. There are no flags on the play, and it will bring up 4th down, and it will make it a punting situation for the Falcons.
Yeah, from their own 34-yard line. So got a lot of personnel changes out here, so bringing up 4th and a good 5 yards for the Falcons.
6:20 to go here in the first quarter. Ryan Herder to punt it away. Matt Bird is the deep man. Joe Simon the middle man. A pretty decent kick. And Bird is going to pick it up at the 10-yard line. He has some blockers trying to cut it back across the field, and he will have no luck. Haberkamp and Muting in on the tackle for B&B. So it will be Quinter ball, 1st down and 10 at their own 13-yard line. So both offenses move the ball a little bit, but they end up in a punt. So trying to feel each other out still.
Yeah, that was a great, of course, Trevor Schulte helped on that tackle too, number 29. He's a 195-pound senior defensive line, but here on that punt coverage, he did a great job, and they snuffed it out. Now you got the Bulldogs 1st and 10 from their own, what yard line here, Jeremy?
13.
Here we go.
Hargett in motion. Look for Logan Reed, a fullback up the middle. He's going to get it, and it's tripped up. Nice gain, though. Will Holthouse on the tackle for B&B, a 4-yard gain up to the 17.
Yeah, they still got the same game plan. I think Brian Rush, the assistant coach, kind of helped Coach Greg Wolf all year long because of his health issues. So I think he's doing most of the play calling here. And he's keeping them off balance, isn't he?
That's what you got to do. A defense with the quality of B&B, if you run the same thing, you're going to be in trouble. Reed's going to keep it, and he's going to be up across. Well, they're not going to mark. They're going to mark it just before the 20-yard line. So it will bring up 3rd down. 3rd down and 3. Pickup of 3 on the play. 5:14 and counting here in the first quarter. Both teams have had a possession. Both possessions ended in a punt. The big tight end on the right side is Scott Oakes. We'll see if they go his direction. Look like an offsides. No call, and it's going to be Logan Reed up across the 30 or the 25, brought down at the 27-yard line. That is a pickup of 7 yards and a 1st down.
Yeah, Nathan almost jumped off, but I guess he did get in the neutral zone because we didn't have a flag thrown. But it brings up 1st and 10 for the Quinter Bulldogs.
And Quinter running the football successfully and shortening. You know, it's crazy to think you're talking about shortening the ball game in the first quarter, but the less that B&B has the ball, the better off Quinter is.
It's all ball control.
It is going to be Brady Reed this time, the brother of Logan Reed, and he's going to pick up 5 yards and doing a good zone read on that one. It is 2nd down and short.
Is that one of them deals, hey, bro, I don't want the ball, you take it? Huh? No.
So 2nd down, Haug on the tackle for B&B. It's going to be Logan Reed. Breaking tackles. He broke through. He's going to score. Touchdown Quinter. The Bulldogs are on the board. A 47-yard run. And Quinter is on top 6-0.
And he broke 2 tackles on the way. Good old Logan Reed. Just a tough fullback dive off guard. Off tackle.
And Quinter has one heck of a game plan coming into this ball game, and they are on top 6-0. The Quinter fans are somewhat excited, you might say.
Ecstatic might be another word.
Their first appearance in a state championship game in football since 1992. They're looking for a 2-point conversion right here. It's going to be a pass. Reed in trouble. Has a man opens. Oakes could not get there. And the 2-point conversion failed. But a 47-yard touchdown run by Logan Reed with 4:03 to go. Look at it. He breaks through, and there was no doubt about it. The sophomore rumbles in for the touchdown run. His 11th touchdown of the season. And boy, what a shot of confidence and energy that gives to this Quinter team, Larry.
Absolutely. It's just a great job by him because he broke 2 tackles in there, and the Falcons aren't no slouch on that generally, but they didn't wrap him up, and he got his legs free from that last attempt and then broke it loose. And when he gets out in the open, he's got pretty good speed for a sophomore. He's carried the ball 118 times this year for 862 yards, and like I said, 10 touchdowns for the year, and that's his 11th one. So he averages 7.5 yards every time he touches the ball.
So for the 4:03 mark of the first quarter, Quinter is on the board. So now B&B will have to answer. And kicking off for Quinter will be
probably
Ryan Oakes. Back deep for B&B, Mitch Engelken, number 40, and Ryan Herder, number 37. Engelken, a 5'9", 155-pound sophomore. It's a squib. It's going to be picked up by Logan Haug, and he pounds his way up to midfield. Joe Simon, if you want to call it, on the tackle. He got brutalized going up towards the 40-yard line in great field position for B&B at midfield.
That Joe Simons only have 5'10", 155-pound junior, and he didn't have the momentum going after him like Logan Haug, number 45, did for the Falcons. Logan 6'5", 240.
What kind of an answer will the Falcons have? Right side, Herder,
Prospect.
Running room. And he is going to be brought down and knocked out at the 29-yard line, an 11-yard gain.
And first down, Falcons trying to answer back quickly. That was a good crossbuck action in the backfield there.
3:50 to go here in quarter number 1. Quinter on the board, leading 6-0. B&B looking for the answer right here. It's going to be Haverkamp. He's going to be hit, dropped, and does a good job hanging onto the football. Whitman in on the tackle, also Nemechek and Deaton.
Yeah, that was a great job by Kyle Haverkamp. I mean, just to get back and make his 2 yards. He had a great fake to the play to the left, and he kind of just reverses out and kind of tries to make a kind of a delayed draw back to the right side off tackle, and Quinter was up for the challenge then.
B&B punched their ticket to the state title game with a 50-6 win over Pretty Prairie. Quinter a 28-20 win over Clifton Clyde. Second down and 8 following the run by Haverkamp. Now he has some running room, and he is going to be hit and dropped. Cody Corwin on the tackle.
Cody did a great
also
job
Jordan
there.
Hargett.
Yep. Cody was the main one that got the initial stop. 5'11", 260-pound senior. He's had 78 tackles for the year and 5 sacks. And of course, for the team, they've had 37 sacks all year long. And Cody Corwin, he's had 11 of them. So he's a big player at nose.
Josh Sudbeck in at fullback. He is the man in motion to the near side. They're going to throw it again. Haverkamp in some trouble. Rolls to his left. Still looking. Throws it up the field. Has a man out there. It's a touchdown. Oh, they're going to say it was incomplete. They're going to say it was incomplete. It looked like Sudbeck had it for a moment, and then it got knocked away. 4th down. The B&B fans not so sure about that call, but it will bring up 4th down.
I don't even think he had possession of the ball for at least a second, so unlike the Falcons disagreeing with it, I think it was a proper call.
So 4th down attempt right now for B&B. Quinter would love to get a stop right here. 2:28 to go here in the first quarter. Haverkamp doesn't waste any time at the line. Under some pressure, throws it, has a man. Nice catch by Muting, and he's brought down around the 11-yard line.
I think
that's 14 yards.
Well, I think that's the answer to Betaville. They have a more balanced run-pass offense than what Quinter Bulldogs have at this point, and now you're seeing on this drive here. Catches them by surprise a lot, I think.
First down and 10. They can get a first down just inside the 1. There is Hyman to the outside. He's strung out and brought down, and a loss on the play. He's going to lose a yard.
Yeah, about half of the Quinter Bulldogs on that tackle. 4 out of 8 of them. That was pretty amazing just to keep him for about a half-yard loss.
One thing Quinter does do is they swarm to the football.
Absolutely. Did a great job then.
And as we talked about in the pregame, Betaville likes to spread the wealth as far as who gets the ball offensively. Hyman with a couple carries, Haberkamp 3 carries, Herder with a couple carries. That looks like a screen over to the right. Herder has it. He can walk into the end zone. B&B is on the board, so they answered the Quinter touchdown with one of their own with 1:26 to go. Here in the first quarter, it is all tied up at 6.
And that was a great job, Jeremy, by getting the players. We might have a replay probably coming up here, but that was a great job as far as let the penetration come through and then just dump it off.
Here comes the 2-point conversion. Haberkamp looks, still looking. He's going to run it. There's a pass that is intercepted, but it won't matter. The play is dead, and the score is still tied at 6 points apiece. So these two heavyweights are slugging it out, Larry. And, if you want to put a musical spin, anything you can do, I can do better. And here is Ryan Herder showing it, coming right into your living room.
Great cutback off that block.
And the touchdown. So the only guy out there for Quinter was Skylar Whitman, and there was about 3 or 4 blockers out there, and he didn't have much of a shot of bringing down Mr. Herder.
It's one of those deals. He zigs and we'll just zag, go the opposite direction, cut underneath that block, and just kind of walk it in the end zone. So it's a great read there by 37 Ryan Herder on the pass from Kyle Haberkamp. But the whole secret to it was they let that penetration by Cody Corwin and Zach Nemechek coming through there. So that was a great job how the penetration come through, and then they suckered them into the screenplay.
And the 2-point conversion pass failed, so we're all tied up at 6 points apiece. And last time Logan Howe kicked the ball off, he sent it deep into the end zone.
Absolutely.
And that's a
good
defender all by itself, and you don't allow that other team to get some momentum running up the field. And a
touchback is a nice player, isn't it?
Touchback is a very nice player. And there's another one.
That field goal would have been good.
Went through the uprights. So Logan Haug showing that he has just a touch of a leg, and Quinter will start at their own 15-yard line again. They started at the 13, they started at the 15, they started at the 15. So.
Absolutely. Yeah, that was a great job. That's a great leg. He's got a lot of juice after scoring that touchdown, his team, so he got a little bit more firepower on that leg, huh?
The main man last drive was Logan Reed. Who's going to get the call for Quinter this time? They're going to throw it. Now that's an option to the right side. Hargett tries to break a tackle. Cody Hyman on an island by himself, and a pickup of maybe a half a yard on the play for Hargett.
Cody Hyman's a pretty solid sophomore. At 6 foot, 200-pound sophomore, 76 tackles this year and 1 fumble recovery. He's done a great job, and he did a great job on that particular play right there.
Second down and 10. Just under a minute to go here in the first quarter of the Kansas State High School Activities Association 8-man Division I state championship game. And another fumble, and Reed gets it. Boy, just shooting out of there a little bit too quick without the football, and it will be no gain on the play. 3rd down and 10 again for the Bulldogs.
It's kind of one of their favorite formations. Of course, the old veer, or what you might call the I formation, which they generally kind of fake to the fullback or give it wide to pitch play. That's one of their most favorite plays. Formations.
Trips to the top side. Looks like it's going to be a shovel pass. Hargett has it. He's got a blocker out there down the sidelines. A great play calling a first down for the Bulldogs. A pickup of 25 yards to the 40.
They're up to the midfield. Yep, 40-yard line, the midfield coverage, a great run, a great read, and it probably is a set they haven't used all. That might be a new play they stuck in or haven't shown very often. I don't think the Falcons is ready for that one.
And 10 seconds to go here in the first quarter. We'll see if Quinter gets another play off before the clock runs out, and I think they will let the first quarter run out, and it has been a heck of a first quarter. Both these teams are battling here at the 8-man Division I state championship game after 1 quarter of play. It's Baileyville 6, Quinter 6. We're back after this timeout on Smoky Hills Public Television. And welcome back to Fisher Field in Newton, starting the second quarter. 1st and 10 for Quinter at the 40. It's Logan Reed up the middle. He's wrapped up and brought down by Cody Hyman after a pickup of 3 yards down to the 37-yard line, and it's going to be a hurry-up offense right here for the Quinter Bulldogs, changing things up a little bit. 2nd down and 7. They spread it out. Now pass out in the flat, caught by Bird, kind of holding the football out there like a loaf of bread, and is brought down at the 35-yard line after a pickup of a short 2 on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and a long 5.
That Bird's got some sweet hands, though. I saw him in practice in the pregame here, making a lot of one-arm catches. He's had 32 catches for over 500 yards this year, 11 touchdown average, 15 yards every per catch. He didn't that time, and he gets the ball about 90% of the time they pass it to Matt Bird.
So 3rd down and 5. Bulldogs need just inside the 30. There's the pitch to Hargan. He's going to throw it. Bird's out there. He's got it, and he is down at the 1-yard line. Oh, what a play call there. They keep pulling the rabbit out of the hat on that Quinter sideline.
By golly, was that there Hargett throwing that pass?
Hargett threw the ball.
I got to have move him into a quarterback spot pretty soon. That's a pretty good spiral.
And he laid it right out there for his man Bird. And, you know, one thing Quinter's doing is they are using a lot of formations and sets and motions to run several different plays out of. A 34-yard gain, they're down to the 1-yard line. Logan Reed, no, it's Brady going to the outside, cuts it in. He's in for the touchdown. And the Bulldogs answer it again with 10:44 to go in the second. It is 12-6.
They regained the lead, didn't they, Jeremy?
What a heck of a play.
Well, that caught him by surprise, that little halfback pass, I think, or call it tailback pass. But give Matt Bird credit. They thought it was a run, and so the D-back, the cornerback, he kind of stopped, hesitated a little bit, and that gave Matt Bird time enough to get behind the D-backs, and then, of course, an easy patch catch and almost a touchdown.
2-point conversion attempt. Reed going to cut it up. He's in for 2.
Walked in, too.
Thatcher Deaton out there on the block. Also out there was Jordan Hargett as a decoy, or whatever you want to call it. But it doesn't matter. Quinter's in for the 2, and with 10:44 to go here in the first half, it is 14-6. And, you know, these two teams just keep punching each other in the mouth every time they get the ball.
Yeah, Coach Turner won't be happy with the defensive effort on the last one.
Here's the 2-point conversion. If you're going to watch Reed, you see Hargett coming right there, and you see him cut right off the block of Thatcher Deaton for the 2-point conversion. So 10:44 to go, and now again Baileyville, B&B, the Falcons, have to come back and answer because Quinter's shown that they can and will move the ball.
Well, they had so far this year, Quinter, of course, in their playoffs, well, they beat Rock Hills 56-60. They blanked Maxville 50-0. Then, of course, Clifton Clyde 28-20. That's how they reached this point here. So they're used to scoring a lot of points.
Kicking off is Brian Oakes. Herder, Engelken back deep, and that ball is a deep one. It's going to be fielded by Herder at the 1-yard line. Coming up across, looking for some running room. He has it and is brought down, and boy, he got brought down from behind. In on the tackle for Quinter was number 66, Samuel Layton.
Yeah, 200-pound junior. Come out there in that special teams kickoff, and he was trying to set up a block over here, though, Herder was, and then, of course, he cut back in the traffic, and that's how he got caught from behind, Jeremy.
So B&B will come out. Herder and Hyman in the backfield. Haverkamp is going to give it to Herder. Some running room for Ryan. He's hit and brought down. He's going to pick up 9 on the play. Matt Bird, Joe Simon on the tackle.
That was a great line play up there. They pushed him off the line of scrimmage in, had a hole you could drive maybe not a semi through, but you could have got a pickup through that hole there.
2nd down and 9. I would look for the Falcons to probably throw it right here. Figure 2nd down and 1, excuse me. They are going to run it. Haverkamp gets behind his offensive line and pushes forward. Corwin on the tackle. Also Nemechek, and Simon sticks his helmet in there again as well.
You can tackle old Kyle Haverkamp low, but that 6'4" frame, he goes forward. He falls forward for another 2 yards, didn't he? Well, that's a good example of it, the 170-pound senior.
So let's see if the Bulldogs bring a little bit more pressure. They haven't brought any blitzes so far. They've been playing fairly straight up. Haverkamp, right side, little running room. Lowers his shoulder. Simon in there on the tackle. Nemechek as well, a 6-yard gain.
That was a great job by Kyle on his rushing for the year. He's had 103 carries for 670 yards and had 13 touchdowns by run. And on passing, he's had 49 receptions out of 64 for 639 and 15 touchdowns.
And some running room this time for Herder. Down to the 30-yard line, a first down, a pickup of 6.
Yeah, they're moving the ball on the ground. They're kind of picking on that right side off their right tuck, and they're using old Will Holthouse going behind the guard and Logan Haug, the end. It's not bad to go behind 180-pound senior and a 240-pound junior.
First down and 10 from the 30. Herder again. He has some running room. He's going to be driven back. Brian Oakes on the tackle. Also Thatcher Deaton. 3-yard gain.
That's a great job in there, though. He was kind of stuffed where the ball was supposed to go, so he just kind of glanced off and went there. But Hargett, good old Hargett, had that tackle. Of course, the 5'10", 190-pound senior, Jordan Hargett, number 32.
So the Falcons driving the ball down the field, and that's going to be an offsides on Quinter, the first penalty on the Bulldogs. And, you know, that'll just make coaches real happy with the defense with the nose tackle.
Well,
on the defense, 5-yard penalty, still second down.
Pulls off, and it will make it second down and 3.
And you heard that from Stu Chance, the referee. Of course, that was old Samuel Layton come in for one time to give old Zach a blow at nose guard, and then he got caught for that encroachment.
There's the pitch out. Herder coming this side, has a great block, is down the sideline and pushed out inside the 5 at the 2-yard line. A pickup of 20 on the play.
Does a great job, and boy, he run behind his blockers extremely well, didn't he?
Yes, he did. You know, good running backs can get a lot of yards, but without good blockers, they're not going to get very many.
He could even be
first down and goal from the 2. Hyman is going to be stacked up and short of the goal line.
That's great tackling right there by 3 of them. Number 34 made that tackle, and that's old Skyler Whitman. Got down low, picked him up, drove him backwards.
So what you got to do, you hit some of these B&B guys high, and you're going to be going backwards.
Oh, they're going to fall forward for another 2 or 3 yards if you don't get them, get them in the numbers or below.
Second down and goal from the 1. Haverkamp, right side. Is he in? No call yet. Touchdown. Kyle Haverkamp into the end zone. 7:40 to go here in the first half. And it is 14-12. B&B on the board again. The Falcons looking for the 2-point conversion to tie it.
And that was old Kyle Haverkamp's 14th rushing touchdown for the year.
And they're going to look to tie it here with the 2-point conversion. Haverkamp is going to go right side with it, lowers his shoulder. He's in.
He's in there
He
because
flips into the end zone. A little acrobatics for the tie, and with 7:40 to go, we're all tied up at 14, and it's going to be the Bulldogs' chance again.
Is this going to be one of those things, whoever has the ball last survives and wins the championship?
That's
looking
very
like
well
that way.
It's looking a lot like that. So Kyle Haverkamp gets the touchdown run as well as the 2-point conversion run. And Baileyville continues to use a lot of different people in their ball game. Hyman's got some carries. Herder's got a good chunk of yardage. Haverkamp, and they're using everybody, and that's what makes them so tough to stop.
And that last effort by him was incredible by Kyle, because he was tackled low enough, somersault, had him up in the air, and he turned him over kind of like a somersault and ended up in the end zone because his knees hadn't touched yet. So now, due to his extra effort on his part, we have a tie ball game by the 2 points. Does a great job of him.
We'll see if Haug likes to kick to this direction. So far, a couple kickoffs, both touchbacks. Hargett, Bird back deep. It won't matter. That ball is,
It's off his foot.
It's fumbled. Who's going to get it? Still on the ground, and Layton falls on it. Boy, that was a deep one. And Layton was in the right place at the right time and fell on the football, so Quinter catches a huge break right there.
Absolutely. That ball nosedived down, kind of came straight down and hit the guy's foot trying to catch it, receiver, and then ricocheted off like a pinball machine. Bingo, bango, bongo. Sam Layton finally recovered it. Be in the right place, right time, like you mentioned, Jeremy.
It's going to be an option. Hargett looking for a block, gets it, cuts it in, and is going to be brought down as he crosses the 20 up to the 23-yard line. Going to be short of the first down by a yard, a pickup of 9 on the play.
It's one of their favorite plays out of the veer formation, and this time they didn't have a tight spread. I mean, they go ahead and had spread, but they run that old pitch play off that there kind of the spread trap formation.
Actually going to mark it back to the 22-yard line, so a pickup of 8 on the play. Right where Quinter wants to be, second down and short. It's Logan Reed up to the 25, picks up 3. He's got a first down.
That was a quick hitter in there. Quick hitter, and the tackle was made by old Josh Sudbeck. And Josh is the one that in the fifth week had a fungal pneumonia. Lost 25 pounds, only due to his effort and all this. He's back playing in this game today, and he's the one that made that tackle.
And a senior, you hate to see him miss an opportunity like this. Option left, Hargett gets it. He has some blocking, gets to the sideline. He has a first down. Depending on where they mark it, looks like up to the 37, a pickup of 12 on the play.
Yeah, and you can see why he had 251 carries for the year, 1,881 yards, 23 touchdowns. Had 1 reception for 20 yards, 27 yards this year. But you can see he's a workhorse in the backfield. And it comes from a lot of option plays, apparently.
Bulldogs continue to be able to push the ball against this Falcon defense. First down and 10 for Quinter. It's a counter play. Hargett looking to break some tackles, gets across the 40. Going to be brought down. Schrod on the tackle. Also on the tackle for B&B was Trevor Schulte. Pickup of 5, second and 5.
Try a little misdirection, and second and 5 or a short 5, but it's just a battle of the wheels out there right now. And who controls the line of scrimmage?
6:20 to go first half. We're all tied up at 14 here on Smoky Hills Public Television. Pitch to Hargett, looking for some blocks. Cuts in, he's going to pick up about 1 on the play. Will Holthouse on the tackle. It's going to bring up third down and 4.
I'll guarantee you who stopped that play, and though he didn't make the tackle, who was Logan Haug, that 6'5", 240-pound junior defensive end. He stuffed it out and had a roadblock right out there at about the line of scrimmage, and so he had to play a hurdle to try to get over it.
We'll see what Quinter has in their bag of plays right here. They have been able to come up with some doozies so far in this first half. Third down and 4, option. They pitch it to Hargett, gets to the corner. He is going to be close to a first down. I believe he's going to have it, depending on the spot of the football, and he got a great spot. And he picks up 5, and it's a first down for the Bulldogs.
That was a great job, great effort over there, and you just didn't know whether it was on which line, the out-of-bounds line, where they had enough where it was going to be a yard short. But in this case, a great second effort by him to stretch out and make that first down and move the chains.
The Bulldogs love to get him to the outside.
Absolutely.
That's where they like to run the football. The first time I've seen him play this year, but they love to get Jordan Hargett on the edge.
Yeah, it's kind of Logan
They're
Reed
going to
up.
throw it this time. Reed throws it up the field. Bird makes a nice catch and an equally nice tackle on the outside by Eric Herder. Pickup of 9 on the play.
Yep, being second and 1, and this would be a time that you could maybe almost waste it down per se by trying to catch them off surprise and try to throw the bomb and to go for the end zone on this one on second and 1.
Ball at the B&B 23-yard line. Second down and 1. It is a little counter action. Hargett gets a block and is going to have a first down. Thatcher Deaton gets the block. Hargett down to the 16. A pickup of 7 yards and a first down.
And that's a good comeback read by Logan Haug, the 6'5", 240-pound junior, to fight off his block and come back and make the tackle, even though it's made enough for a first down, because he made a touchdown saving tackle.
B&B, we'll see who can come up with the play defensively, and they need somebody to, because Quinter is moving the ball at will. 1st and 10 from the 16. It's going to be an option. Now another shuttle pass, and Cody Hyman was going to have none of it. Neither was Eric Herder there to keep Hargett pinned in. A loss on the play of a couple yards, 2nd down and 12.
Yeah, the Falcons from Baileyville said, you showed us this play once before, and it worked the last time, but hello, we're going to stuff it this time. It's a great job in there by the interior lineman for staying at home, having their own position by the Falcons to hold them for a little loss. Now 2nd and about 12, or long 11.
2nd down. Quinter with 4:20 to go here in the first half with the football. Back to pass. Reed looking, gets a block, in some trouble, cuts out of it. Still in the open, looking for another block. Has it. Down inside the 10. He is in for the touchdown. Are you kidding me?
Broken play.
Oh my goodness, a 18-yard run. Brady Reed into the end zone, and Quinter is on top 20-14. How in the world did he do that?
Elusive speed and quickness, and it kind of reminded me of the Houdini, the new film of the David Copperfield, pulling magic tricks out of his hat on that one.
Man, and once he broke free from that pressure over here on the near side, he had some blockers over there on the far side that said, okay, we're going to block.
They sealed it off, and he kind of tight-roped in the last 5 yards right down the end zone and walked it in.
2-point conversion coming right here. Reed is going to throw it. Looking, throws it across. It is intercepted, and that is no good on the 2-point conversion. So 4 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first half. It has been an exciting one so far, Larry. That touchdown run by Brady Reed, you watch it right here. I mean, you look at the pressure. He was under some serious pressure. Everybody was right there, and then right about there, you knew he had a chance to at least get a first down. Look at Oaks clear some room, and he's in for the score.
He could go all the way. The replay said he did.
He did. There was no good to that one. And now the Quinter defense has to step up. The B&B offense has to step up. Both have done so.
That was a great job by Cody Hyman, that 6-foot sophomore. They intercepted that pass in the end zone for the 2-point extra point. So that kind of keeps it pretty decent for the Falcons. And now we'll see what they can do when they get the ball. But isn't this been beautiful? It's a great game.
Boy, this is
the way championship games are supposed to be.
This is the way it should be. Oaks will boot this one. Engelken and Herter back deep for B&B. There's another short squib. It's going to be taken by Schrod, and he is going to be knocked out about the 38-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Falcons at their own 38-yard line with 4 minutes and 6 seconds to go here in the first half. They have thrown the ball well. They have ran the ball well. You've looked at a guy like Kyle Haberkamp. Ryan Herder has been their main target, both throwing and catching the football, or running and catching the football.
Absolutely, but I think that if they pass the ball more, I think they have a great chance with Kyle being as tall as he is. I think he might catch them off guard a little bit on some of the pass plays.
Hyman on the carry. He picks up about 3 on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and a short 7.
Helped by Brian Oaks.
We'll call a pickup of 4. 2nd down and 6. It's spitting outside a little bit, so we originally thought was going to be a beautiful day today is turned into football weather. Herder again.
First down.
Delayed handoff, and he's going to have the first down. Simon brings him down at the ankles with some help from Deaton and Brian Oaks.
Looked like he needed 7 yards and got 8 of them, Jeremy, and he got a little problem with his shoes right there. He runs so hard and tough, he's running right out of his shoes, so he's retying those laces down there.
And the officials will give him time to do that.
I'm surprised Stu Chance didn't reach down and help him tie them shoes. Put them in a double knot.
Well, he's a lot closer to the shoes than
Yeah, he's not that tall, is he?
I hope he doesn't see this.
Sorry about that, Stu.
3:20 to go. First half. Havercamp's going to keep it. He breaks some tackles. One man away. Oates brings him down. A 9-yard pickup. It's going to bring up second down and short.
That old sophomore from the Bulldog country, Brian Oakes, 230-pounder, made a touchdown-saving tackle on that one, or Kyle Havercamp was going to be sprinting into the end zone and have a chance to tie this game up.
B&B loves to run that delayed run with Havercamp. He's going to go left side this time. Get some clear out blocked. Inside the 10, brought down at the 8-yard line, a pickup of 13 yards.
He's on fire. Kind of student body draw to the right, student body to the left.
2 minutes and 41 seconds as the clock winds after they set it with the first and goal from the 8. They've called a lot of Kyle Havercamp's number here on this drive and the previous drives because, frankly, he's running all over Quinter right now. Herder, left side.
Boom.
Cut and brought down.
Matt
Bird on his own out there, a pickup of a yard on the play.
That's a great one-on-one open field tackle on that one to keep Herder from getting in the end zone. Because he wasn't there, he'd danced in the end zone, this game would have been tied at 20-all. Right now it still stands with 20-14, Quinter on top.
Havercamp pitches it to Herder. Tries to cut it back. He does, and right there waiting for him was Cody Corwin, and that is what a defensive end is supposed to do. He didn't get drawn too far down the line of scrimmage, was sitting there waiting on him, a pickup of a couple on the play, third and goal from the 5.
Stayed home and played his proper position there. Of course, that's some of the keys that Quinter had in their 3-2 monster set. Was to control the line of scrimmage and no big plays. Everybody stand home and do your own positions.
And I think B&B is going to take a timeout. They will timeout by the Falcons with 1:17 to go here in the first half, Larry. They have a third down and goal. The ball spotted just outside the 5-yard line. 2 chances to get it into the end zone. The man who's got him down here has been Havercamp. So what do you expect Steve Tiernan to draw up here in this huddle?
That remains to be seen, I suppose, but I think he's just still going to either be in that pro set or he'll probably be in the tight set, and he might fake the fullback again and have Havercamp keep the ball because he has up to this point maybe delayed draw by the quarterback or delayed keeping away off tackle, I suppose, or off guard.
Unofficially in the ball game, Havercamp with 8 carries for 33 yards, Herder with 9 carries for 58 yards. Cody Hyman, 4 carries, 13 yards. And throwing the ball, Kyle Havercamp is 2 for 4 for 27 yards.
Remember, Coach Tiernan, these 8 years here being the head coach at Baileyville B&B, 77-14 record. He's been in the championship games and, of course, runner-up when the game was out in Russell in 03 and 04. Of course, won here last year, and he got a pretty good coaching knowledge from being assistant coach at Liberal under Gary Cornelson. But they won state championships in 94, 95, and 97, and he was runner-up in 96. So he's a good football knowledge mind, and we'll see what he's got called now.
Third and goal from the 5. They will make it a tight formation. And Nemechek jumped offside, so they'll move it halfway in. It's basically a 2.5-yard, almost 3-yard penalty, and that makes it a lot easier. You think, it's just 2 yards, but when you get down into these situations, 2 yards can mean the world.
Absolutely, because it was 3rd and 3 now.
Second time the Quinters jumped off. Havercamp left side. He is going to be just short. And the official with a great look right there, right down on the line. Joe Simon, part of the Quinter crew that helped out on that one, a pickup of a couple on the play. 4th down and goal from about a half an inch out.
Old Chuck Lozer, the old zebra on this side, he said, nope, he didn't go in. And Chuck Lozer down there in southwest Kansas and longtime official, even officiated in the Kansas Run Bowl this past summer. So thanks to his efforts and all the rest of them.
I think B&B is probably going to wait and call another timeout. And they They do. A timeout on the field. 39.9 seconds to go.
And the length of the football to go.
So you're going to have to stack. Quinter, you have to imagine it's going to stack up right now defensively. But then you got to think, if you're Steve Tiernan, do I try and punch it up the middle, or do I fake it with somebody up the middle and wheel Haverkamp out? You know, where's Quinter going to sell out at? It's a chess game right now.
That's right, and it's a battle of the wheels of the line play right here. Can the Quinter Bulldogs shut them out, or can the offensive line, Hogs, not Hogs, no pun intended, can they put the ball in that end zone? And they got the length of the football to go, Jeremy. And they're down 14 to Quinter's 20. And we're getting close to halftime. And so they want to try to score and either tie and go ahead with less than a minute to go.
On that defensive line right now for Quinter, Nemechek, Corwin,
so they got Joe
Target
tight
getting
set.
in there, Deaton. Haverkamp fumbled the snap. He is not going to get in. He fumbled the snap and will not get in the end zone. He's cut down short. They wanted to go with the quarterback keeper, and Haverkamp did not handle the ball. Now here comes a whole new set of circumstances. You see Greg Wolf congratulating his players come off. Now Quinter's got to get the ball off the half-yard line.
That's true. And they might have a goal line stance by the Falcons on this here as far as defense to try to get a safety.
And you have to be incredibly careful right here. Also, if you're B&B, if you sell everybody out and they break that line of scrimmage,
they're gone.
They're gone.
Quarterback's
It's going to be Reed. He just sneaks it up to the 3-yard line, just across the 3. He picks up 3 on the play.
Yeah, and of course the clock's going to continue to run with around 20 seconds to go here. Be a second down and a long 8, Jeremy.
And the clock winds, and Quinter won't have to snap the football again here in this first half.
Call it halftime. What a goal line stance that was by them, though. They had 3 guys in there stuffing that ball.
How important was each play? You know, you think, is that play significant? He brought him down here. Well, how significant was bringing him down short?
Yeah, to outcome of this game.
Look at it right here. We'll have that goal line stand by the Quinter Bulldogs. Haverkamp mishandled the snap. He got stacked up. It had absolutely nowhere to go. And Quinter celebrates. There's another half of football to play, though. The Quinter Bulldogs go into halftime leading B&B by a score of 20-14. And we'll be back with your second half right after this on Smoky Hills Public Television.
Presentation of the 8-man Division I State Football Championship, Quinter versus Baileyville, B&B, is brought to you in part by an underwriting grant from
Rural Telephone and Nextech, providing the region with telephone, internet, cable television, and wireless phone solutions. Rural Telephone and Nextech proudly support public broadcasting and all ventures dedicated to improving Kansas communities.
American Lodge and Suites in Heston, offering a welcoming lobby with fireplace, 42 rooms including jacuzzi suites, indoor pool and spa, continental breakfast, and meeting room. American Lodge and Suites in Heston. Welcome to the end of the day.
Shelter Insurance of Seneca. Agent Doug Hyman has been serving the surrounding area since 1979. Proud supporter of the B&B Falcons. Community National Bank of Seneca and Sabetha, serving Nemaha County since 1984. Community-minded, community-strong, supporters of the Baileyville Falcons. Western Plains Energy, LLC, Oakley, fueling the future. Proud supporters of the Quinter Bulldogs. Family Market Quinter, where your friends shop, featuring fresh meat and produce. Go Quinter Bulldogs. Kansas Land Bank, Quinter is your locally owned community bank. We are proud of our student athletes, on and off the field. Congratulations on making it to state. Frontier Ag Incorporated, serving Northwest Kansas. Support the Quinter Bulldogs in their bid for State Division I Football Championship. CHS Agronomy Center, Quinter. Congratulations to the Quinter Bulldogs for a winning season. Good luck at state. Bluestem Medical, LLP, Quinter. We support the Quinter Bulldogs and their successful football season. State Bank Hoxie, Grinnell, and Quinter, proud supporters of the Quinter Bulldogs. Congratulations on your success and hard work. And Golden Plains Credit Union, Quinter. Ray's Pharmacy and Q Value, Quinter. State Farm Insurance, John Pinkington, Agent, Quinter. Castle Rock Printers, Incorporated, Gove County Advocate, Quinter. Farm Bureau Financial Services, Kayla Gates, Quinter. Cooksey's, Quinter. Quinter Auto Parts. Smitty's Tire and Battery, Quinter. Quinter Dairy Queen. QN Restaurant, Nadine and Staff, Quinter. Mapes and Miller, CPA, Quinter. Brent Miranda, Custom Combining and Custom Hauling, Quinter.
And welcome back to Fisher Field in Newton here on Smoky Hills Public Television. It's a Kansas State High School 8-man Division I state championship game, and it has been a doozy so far, Larry. Quinter on top of B&B Falcons by a score of 20-14. Looking at your first half stats, first for the Quinter Bulldogs, the visitors, and the leaders on the scoreboard right now, had 9 first downs in the first half. Running the ball, they had 26 carries, 150 yards, 38 passing yards for an unofficial total of 188 yards. Brady Reed, 5 of 6 passing for those 38 yards. They fumbled the ball once on that kickoff, but they did not lose it. They have 2 penalties for 7.5 yards. You say a half yard? Yes. An offsides inside the 5. So you look on the other side for B&B, 8 first downs. They had 21 carries for 106 yards. 27 yards through the air, so a total of 133 yards. The quarterback, Kyle Haberkamp, 2 for 4, passing, no interceptions. They did not fumble it, and they had 1 penalty for 5 yards, and they have 14 points at the half, trailing by a score of 20-14. Jeremy McGuire, color analyst Larry Jantz, and boy, that first half was a heck of a ball game. That was a fun one to be a part of in that first half.
Absolutely. It kind of goes down to Quinter's defensive stand inside the 1 yard line, and that bobble, by the only bobble they had was Kyle Haberkamp, that probably that half second whatever bobble probably kept from getting in that touchdown and probably having the game tied up.
There is that stand right there, and you saw him try to get out. You saw Hyman trying to push him in, but I'll tell you what, the interior of that defensive line was there, and they were not allowing anything. I mean, because you knew that they were going to sell out somewhere. You had to sell when they're that close to the goal line. Defensively, you have to sell out somewhere, and they chose to sell out the right spot, right up the middle. And even if Haberkamp gets that snap clean, I'm not sure if he makes it in, but he didn't have any chance after he bobbled it. But now, what do you look at if you're B&B? You're going to get the ball first to start the second half. You have driven the ball down a couple times on this Quinter defense. You've scored 3 times, you've scored twice, and you're about 2 inches away a third time. So what do you do if you're Steve Tiernan and the B&B Falcons?
Well, you just hope that they I think he's going to be passing the ball more. I think he's going to be trying, because they're not, you had the stats at halftime. They only had they only had total yards 133, and the rushing yards is 106, but they went 21 times, so they average maybe a 5-yard average, basically you'd say. But I still think they have more possibility to trying to open them up, let them come through, because remember that one time they had a delayed screen up the middle. They brought all them rushing in there because Quinter's doing a good job pushing the line or controlling the line of scrimmage up front. Well, I think they just bring them on through. That'll slow them down a little bit. So to me, I think you're going to see a little bit more passing the second half, Jeremy. Could be wrong. It's Coach Tiernan's call, and he's a good one.
Let's flip it to the other side. Quinter Bulldogs moved the ball well. Also scored 3 touchdowns, ran the ball, passed the ball well, and I thought mixed it up pretty well in that first half.
I think that's their key so far to their success is they have balanced it up. There used to be 85% run coming into this game, only 15% did they pass. But here, the stats would prove that, hey, they've mixed it up. You're going to have option left, option right, little screen passes. Bird is their favorite target, of course, and he's on the reception most of it. Then you have the halfback pass, that they scored and you got behind the back for this. So they're mixing it up, run and pass. Probably better than what they have all year long, and they need to. This is for all the marbles.
So Brian Oakes will kick off to start the second half for Quinter. Again, moving from our left to our right. They have squibbed it. They've kicked it deep. We'll see what they do here. It's going to be a sidewinder that's rolling towards the out of bounds, and it will be out of bounds at the 13-yard line. So be pretty good field position to start the second half for the Falcons.
Stu just asked Coach Turner what he wanted to do. Have him re-kick.
They will have it re-kick. So the third penalty of the ball game against the Quinter Bulldogs. And they will move it back to the 25-yard line and will kick it from that point.
Well, maybe his foot won't slide off the ball because it kind of had a side spin to the ball the way it came off his foot the last kickoff. So we'll see what happens now to old Brian Oakes.
That's a high one. It's going to be very returnable. Ingleton has it across the 20. At the 25, breaks free and lowers his shoulder, gets up across near the 35. They're going to mark him just across. Have one official marking at the 30, just across the 35, one just before the 35. They'll meet in the middle, 35-yard line, where B&B will start. They've had good field position all game long.
Yeah, Mitch Ingleton did a great job. They're number 40. He's a 155-pound sophomore. It's a great job, waiting for his blocks to form, and they made good out of it.
And it's going to be Hyman. He breaks free on the first play. He's at the 10. At the 5 and brought down at the 1-yard line. Boy, howdy, what a play, a 44-yard run. First and goal for the Falcons, and they're right back where they were when the first half came to an end. Here it is right here. He had all sorts of running room.
That's a pretty good-looking sophomore, isn't it? 195-pound sophomore. Here we go, live back here. 1 yard to go. First and goal on the 1-yard line. Jeremy?
And it's going to be a pitch to Herder. He makes one man miss and is into the end zone for a touchdown. And it took B&B all of 31 seconds to tie the ball game up. And the Falcons might have had one of those famous come to Jesus meetings at halftime. And it is 20-20.
Yeah, now the all-important 2-point extra point here. What does Coach Steve Tiernan have up his sleeve now? Look here, we got twins. They're out here, split out to the left.
Two-point conversion. Haverkamp looking under pressure, throws it up. It's tipped and intercepted. And another failed two-point conversion. And with 11:29 to go in the third quarter,
guess what?
We're all tied up at 20. And again, you hate to overuse the term, but back and forth like two good boxers going at it right now.
That's the third time. It's been tied 3 times so far, isn't it? 6-6, 14-14, now 20-20. What else do you expect?
Here's the touchdown right there. As you saw Herder, he was into the end zone pretty easily. And now you get Logan Haug with the big leg. Now if you're Steve Tiernan, you can guarantee that Quinter's preparing for a deep kick. Would you possibly think about an onside kick right here and take them by surprise? Or do you want to make Quinter drive the long field?
That's a good idea. I don't know if Tiernan's got that idea in his mind, but I like your thinking. You probably had an element of surprise. You got 3 of them up front, and he has been kicking the core out of the end zone for touchbacks. And so we'll see here what has it, because I guarantee you, Logan Haug, he can put the ball in the end zone.
And that's a sidewinder that's going to go out of bounds. So he had kicked it masterfully all game long, and now it's out of bounds at the 29-yard line.
And they might want to take it there instead of having re-kick.
Because the way he's been kicking him, he could still kick it into the end zone after a 5-yard penalty.
I think you're right. I think they might take the ball right there. The season's coming up here by.
Kickoff.
I think Coach Wolf has made a decision, and Stu.
So they'll mark it up, mark the 5 yards from where the ball went out of bounds, I thought, but.
That's right where it went out, right about the 20.
So first down and 10 from the 29-yard line.
Just kind of what I thought he'd do. I mean, that 29-yard line's pretty good, thinking that how normally puts the ball in the end zone, huh?
And considering you started from your 13, your 15, your 15.
Went out to 29 this time.
First and 10 from the 29. Out comes that Quinter offense that has been very good. And Hargett's going to pick up a couple as he crosses the 30.
Yeah, second back through on the old veer formation. Little misdirection. Fake to one, fake to the fullback, fake to old Logan Reed, and give it to Jordan Hargett. The 5'10", 190-pound workhorse all year long. Coming to this game, 251 carries, 1,881 yards, 23 touchdowns.
Holthouse on the tackle, that time for B&B. Second down and 8.
Spread.
It's an option right. Reed's going to keep it. Breaks contain, gets to the outside, gets a block. Brady Reed inside the 35, brought down at the B&B 34-yard line.
He picked up an extra 10 yards because that good block by Matt Bird, a 6'3", 172-pound senior. Normally he's on the receiving end, 32 catches for the year and 500 yards, 11 touchdowns prior to today. And he gets down, but this time he had a very timely, great block that's got Brady Reed open.
And he broke the contain off the far side from Taylor Busing. First down and 10, just inside the 35 after the 13-yard gain by Reed. Back to pass, it's a fake, it's a handoff. Hargett has it, has some running room. And he is going to be brought down or knocked out of bounds. They will mark it at the 22-yard line. A 13-yard gain and another first down.
Another rabbit pulled out of the hat, or a little old wiener dog pulled out of the bulldog hat, whatever you want to say, huh?
Well, you can't say wiener dogs in football, Larry.
Oh, really? Okay, I'm sorry. I just did. Sorry.
Here, look at the rule book right over there. First down and 10 from the 22.
Brady Reed with a Houdini hat trick.
And well executed.
Absolutely.
And it's going to be Logan Reed. Protects that football as he crosses the 30 to the 29, picks up 3 on the play.
No, he covers the 20 to about the 19-yard line, I think.
Yeah, that too.
Sorry. Well, we got so many lines on the field, it's hard to keep them straight, though. There's more lines here than I used to draw in kindergarten.
You're always outside the line.
Well, I was outside the line. Probably am today, too.
Second down and a short 8, a long 7, however you want to call it. There's a pass out in the flat, catch by Bird, and he's going to have a short gain to the 16-yard line. Now they'll mark it at the 17. It'll be a pickup of 2, 3rd and 5.
You kind of remember that we had the old John Madden used to have his old horse trader, you know, and our thoroughbred trader would be Brady Reed, and he's played some Houdini. He earned it right, didn't he, first half for those Quinter Bulldogs?
Good job. Now Logan Reed, his brother, is split to the near side, just off the line of scrimmage. Hargett in the backfield. Reed to pass. He pitches it. Gets a little running room for Hargett. He's going to be short of the first down, though. And Brady Reed is slow to get up.
It's going to be
down
decision
inside
time.
the 15, down to the 14. I think they probably made the decision. It's going to be 4th and a short 3.
Going to call timeout. Coach Rush is going to call timeout. We're going to talk about it.
And timeout for Quinter. A big play in this ball game with 8:49 to go in the third quarter. We're all tied up at 20. And, you know, the Bulldogs have had some trick plays that have worked. They've had, you know, a lot of variety in their play calling. And now it comes down to a 4th down conversion that could be a big one for this ball club. Look at the play right here. A little pitch out to
nowhere to go.
Cut it back in.
Yep.
And
Nowhere
a
to
nice job by Holthouse. You saw him, number 60, coming in to make the hit.
Yeah. He's a 180-pound senior, 6 foot tall. He had 84 tackles this year, 1 fumble recovery, and 2 sacks. Old Will Holthouse did for the Betaville B&B Falcons. So now Coach Brian Rush has had his timeout. He's got the play that he wants to be called. We're going to have, looks like, twins to the left. Going to be out and look for a quarterback draw with Brady Reed having the ball. Remember, he's done this before, and he's just kind of sucked him into it and then goes up the middle.
They spread them out. B&B has 4 guys between the tackles. Reed going to keep it. Looks for a block. He's going to have the first down, I believe. I believe he's got the first down. It is a first down, a pickup of 4 on the play.
We saw that before, and that's generally what he does. Spread the whole defense out, or attempt to spread them all out with 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right, spread them out, and then just play the seams, however your lineman takes it, and then Brady Reed makes the best of it, the situation.
1st and 10 from the 11 for the Bulldogs. Logan Reed's going to be stacked up. He's going to pick up 1 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9. Holthouse, Herder, Schrod, and basically everybody else on the Falcon team in there as the sun pokes its way through here at Fisher Field.
But he had him, I'll tell you what, Will Holthouse was in there, and he had him hogtied. He got him right down by the low ankles, and you don't run very well without your feet. You just don't run very far.
It makes it difficult.
Yeah, so we got 2nd and a long 9.5 or whatever yards to go.
The ball spotted at the 10. Double tight formation for Quinter. It's going to be a pass. Reed looking backside, off the hands of Scott Oakes. He was out there, good coverage by B&B, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
It had to be a perfect pass, and it might just about 6 inches, whatever. And of course, Scott, he's pretty tall gentleman out there. Old Scott Oakes is 6'7", 270-pounder, but he has that problem with his foot on that Achilles heel type there, where it's
plantar fasciitis.
Plantar fascia, yeah. And so they've got a plastic deal, and that probably kept him from being able to stretch up and get it.
Nobody in the backfield with Reed. Matt Bird split to the near side, the only man over there. They're going to throw it that way. He makes the catch. Needs to make a man miss. Where is the spot going to be? It's going to be very, very close. It's going to all depend on the spot, and I think our chain gang's going to get their first action of the night. They're going to say he's short. They mark it at the 2. He's short by about a half a yard. So a pickup of 8 on the play, 4th down and 1. Another 4th down conversion attempt for the Bulldogs.
Have we seen this before?
This time they're bringing all the hogs in. 7:17 to go, 3rd quarter. Reed.
Did it?
Reed,
he did. Second effort.
Second effort. Goal line. And he's short of the goal line, but I believe he has enough for the first down. He powers in, and it's going to bring up 1st and goal for Quinter. Man, he was stopped originally, but just chugged through there and got the first down.
Cody Hyman had him stopped for a low gain, or maybe even maybe less because he shot the gap, and then he's coming out of the ball game here. Cody Hyman, a 6-foot sophomore for the Falcons.
1st down and goal from just outside the goal line. Brady Reed going to give it off to Hargett, and he is not going to get there. He's going to be shot down in the backfield. A good job by Nathan Haug. Will Holthouse, Josh Sudback, loss of about a half a yard on the play. 2nd and goal.
That particular time, I'll guarantee you, Nathan Haug, he won the line of scrimmage. A 6-foot, 240-pound senior. 46 tackles for the year, 5 sacks, 2 fumble recoveries. Yes, sir, number 52, Nathan Haug, did a great job.
Cody Corwin, just right of center. There's Logan Reed. He is not going to get there as well. He got closer, down to just outside the goal line, and it's 3rd and goal.
That's a great job then there by Will Holthouse, kind of shooting the gap, submarine underneath there, and had his feet tangled up in the backfield and stretched forward for little or no gain again. 3rd down and less than the football to go now, Jeremy.
You wonder if they're going to just try the quarterback sneak right here and maybe go to a quick count or something.
Or Hargett wide to the side on option, huh? Since he got it stacked in the box.
It's going to be Reed. He leans over. What's the call? Touchdown! He just put the ball over the goal line and scored. He didn't try to power, he just put it over and got the call. He broke the plane, and Quinter is on the board again with 5:47 to go here in the third quarter. It is 26-20.
That's just smart heads-up action there, mentality with Brady Reed, 5'11", 165-pound senior.
And that is the third touchdown for Brady Reed. 2-point conversion. They spread them out. They went option right side last time. And here they go again. Reed cuts it in.
He's in.
He's in for the 2-point conversion. 5:47 to go third quarter. It is 28-20 Bulldogs, and they are riding the shoulders of Brady Reed.
Yeah, he was obviously our thoroughbred, the pure line guy from the first half, and he's showing you why he's a full-bred Bulldog.
Look at it. You just saw that ball just go over, and the touchdown is good. And you know, like he said, Larry, that was just a smart play.
Heads up.
All you have to do is break the line of scrimmage. It doesn't matter if you're, you know, it's like that infinite plane that goes from the ground all the way up to heaven. He broke
Absolutely.
it.
And there's a reason why he's out there as a quarterback, and that's the way he's leader of the team, and he's showing it right now. So, yeah, that's a fantastic job by Brady Reed. He's, for the year, he had, on passing, he had 38 passes for out of 69 for 575 yards, 13 touchdowns up to today. Rushing, he had 18 touchdowns, and he had 3 more today. But he had 18 touchdowns coming in on the rush. 88 carries for 605 yards.
There's a kick. It's going to go to Herder. He has it at the 8. Looking for some running room. Gets the lane to the outside, and it's going to be cut down by Skylar Whitman right at the 30-yard line. So B&B will start just across the 30. First down and 10 for the Falcons. And again, here comes the Falcon offense back on the field.
Yeah. They're only 50 yards away. I mean, you know, the way everything's been going.
Last drive, first play, they went to Hyman, the fullback, and he rumbled for 44 yards down to the 1.
Yeah, Quinter's going to try to remember that.
It went right off the left side of that offensive line the last time, and Hyman rumbled. And it's going to be Haverkamp this time. He's cut down as he gets up near the 35, brought down to the 34-yard line, a pickup of 3 on the play. It's going to bring up second down and a short 7. We'll call it a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, you bring in, see, you got the wide receiver, Mutigolf. He did the run right inside of Scott Oakes out there at the defensive line. 6'7", 275-pounder. They just cut right inside of him.
Second and 6. Counter play. Herder has some running room. Met by Simon at the 39. It'll bring up third down and 1. And we've called Joe Simon's name a lot.
That's right. Well, there's a reason why he's a monster back. I mean, you know, Joe Simon for the year, he's had 97 tackles, 2 interceptions, 1 fumble recovery. Not bad for a 5'10", 155 junior. And that 3-2 monster defense that the Bulldogs from Quinter employ.
See if Haverkamp tries to draw him off. Nope, he's going to keep it. He is going to be wrapped up and thrown down in the backfield. Welcome Scott Oakes to the defensive line.
One of the better plays he's had all day. He's fighting up through that there foot injury of his. Why they've been just kind of feathering him or kind of just keeping him outside. So it is a great job by.
There it is right there. A loss of 4 on the play, and it looks like B&B might be going for this. This would be a huge call. They're going to spread everybody out and go for it on 4th down and a long 4 or a short 5. Haverkamp to throw. Under some pressure, some room out there for Hyman's. Got to break some tackles. He's not going to do it.
Cody.
Hyman brought down a loss on the play of 3 yards, and it's going to be Quinter football. 1st and 10 at the B&B 33-yard line. The Bulldog defense comes up big.
Well, defense for years, every coach at any level will tell you defense wins championships, and you're starting to see the Bulldogs from Quinter at the last stand before halftime, and then right there, that's 2 extremely key defensive stands by the Quinter Bulldogs.
And now Quinter will spread things out. Matt Bird has single coverage by Ryan Herder over here on the near side. They're going to throw it. Looking. Throws it that way. It's tipped and nearly intercepted. Boy, I think if Josh Sudbeck doesn't tip that ball, Ryan Herder was breaking on it.
You took the words out of my mouth. Exactly. If he didn't tip that ball, I think Herder could have had about a 50-yard sprint for another TD and attempt to maybe tie this game up.
So 2nd down and 10. Quinter goes away from the normal Bulldog offense right there and throws the football. Heck of a crowd on hand here.
Brady Reed was watching. He gave it away. He's watching Matt Reed the whole play.
It's going to be an option right side. Reed's going to keep it. There's the whole option key and brought down on the play by Schrod. A pickup of 4 on the play. So Reed has done a good job, no pun intended, of reading the play and realized that the option to the outside wasn't there. He cut it up, got what he could.
Yeah, I think they had Hargett covered on the pitch play, so he just tucks the ball up, kind of fakes a pitch to Jordan Hargett, and then goes right up the middle of the line. He's been very successful in some of these plays like that before. And he's smart, he's heady, and he's just trying to read what the defense will give you and take advantage of it.
Now some big opportunities for the Falcon defense.
Timeout.
Quinter has to take a timeout. They could not get in their set. And the Bulldogs now with only 1 timeout remaining, 3 minutes and 16 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. We'll take the timeout with you. 3:16 to go. We'll be back right after this on Smoky Hills Public Television. And back at Fisher Field in Newton, head coach Greg Wolf. He is nervously pacing the sidelines for his Bulldogs. They have a 3rd down and 6 here, Larry. Their defense just got a huge stop. First stop since, they had the goal line stand, but, it's been either they punt, both teams punted on their first possession. Since then, Quinter has scored every time. And other than the goal line stand by the Bulldogs. Here we go, 3rd down.
Oh,
motion.
It's in motion. They're going to get 32.
There's a pass down the sideline. Bird's going to have it
it's
for
coming
the score,
back, though.
But it
it's
will
coming
not
back.
count. It will not count.
Nope.
There's a legal forward motion by Hargett. He was moving forward at the time of the snap, and you can do that in the Canadian League and in arena football, but that doesn't count out here.
Illegal motion on the offense. Mr. Referee, Stu Chance indicated, and there's nobody feeling any tougher about that than Jordan Hargett, who happened to be the guy targeted for being in motion because it's a touchdown brought back.
So it is going to bring up 3rd down as the sun peeks its way out again. 3rd down and 11 from the 34-yard line. Pro set formation this time for Quinter. Back to pass. It's a screen to the left. Hargett needs a block.
They're all over that one.
He's going to get it. He's brought down at the 39. He's going to lose about 5 on the play and 4th down, and Quinter probably going to have to punt this football away.
I would think they're going to punt this one here at their midfield. And 4th down and about a long 17 yards to go, so I'd say they're going to have Brady Reed back in punt formation.
They will punt this thing away.
He's punted 13 times for the year, 372 yards. The average is 29 yards.
That's a deep one, and that's probably going to find the end zone. It's fair caught at the 2-yard line. So a great decision to punt the football away. Brady Reed gets it up in the air, and Ryan Herder fair catches it at the 2-yard line. So with 2:31 to go here in the 3rd quarter, it is 28-20 Bulldogs. And that was a very important defensive stand by the Falcon defense, Larry.
It was, and there's a great job. Now they got the ball, but unfortunately they got the ball from the Falcon standpoint from the old 2-yard line. And he should have probably not called a fair catch and let that ball go in the end zone and then had a touchback out to 15-yard line. Now they're 13 yards back, start their drive now at the 2-yard line instead of the 15. So we're going to worry about that. I hope that don't come back to haunt them.
78 yards away from pay dirt. There's a pitch. Herder looking for some room, gets to the outside, still on his feet. Look out, and
almost
making the tackle, Whitman at the 20-yard line, an 18-yard pickup.
Absolutely, and if it wouldn't been for Skyler Whitman, that 5'10", 168-pound senior, wouldn't have been for him making that tackle, why Herder was going to be tying this ball game up.
Would have been long gone, so he gives his Falcon team a much-needed breathing room. First down from the 20. It's going to be Hyman. He's going to be brought down as he gets just across the 25, a pickup of 5 yards on the play.
Yeah, and Skyler Whitman on the tackle before, he had 50 tackles coming into the year, and he's had 5 pass interceptions. and 1 fumble recovery, Jeremy. And so, good thing he was in that place then, wasn't it, for that good tackle on Herter?
If he hadn't, like you said, we'd have a new ball game. It's Haverkamp looking for some room. He's going to be brought down short of the first down marker.
Brings up 2 or 3 yards, though, so that's a good carry. Kind of
Zach
like
Nemechek on the tackle.
Imagine that. We heard his name a lot, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
Zach Nemechek. Yeah, when you call out to Quinter, his mother answers the phone, Pam.
Yep, I talked with Pam on the phone. They are somewhat excited to be in this ball game.
Very nice lady.
Hyman again. He's going to have a first down and then some, brought down by Simon and Bird up to the 38-yard line. A 9-yard pickup and a first down for the Falcons.
That Falcon there was running like a bulldog, wasn't he? They unleashed him. To me, that old sophomore, Cody Hyman. Wow. 200-pound sophomore, 51 carries, 361 yards, 5 touchdowns this year, and he's had 10 receptions, too.
They're going to enjoy him for years to come. Haverkamp goes to the outside. He's going to be cut under. A nice tackle by Whitman coming up. And he also had some help from Thatcher Deaton at the 39, a pickup of 3.
Yeah, but due to that 6'4" frame of his, 170, he stretched out and he made 0 yards into a 2.5 or 3 yard gain because he fell forwards.
40 seconds to go here in the third quarter. B&B looking for another score. They're going to throw it. Haverkamp has time. That ball is knocked away by the 6'7" frame of Scott Oakes.
Yeah, 56 got in there too, Zach Nemechek.
That's only the 6th pass attempt of the ball game for B&B.
Yeah,
on the other hand, Quinter has attempted 11 passes. If you would have told me that, Mr. Jans, before this game started, I'd have told me you're crazy. There's no way Quinter's going to throw the ball more than the Falcons.
Got that right. And they've had the Quinter Bulldogs had 12 interceptions this year. Skylar leads them with 5, Matt Bird with 3, Joe Simon with 2, and Jordan Hargett had 1.
3rd down and 7. And back to pass. Haverkamp looking down the field under pressure, throws it up. It is caught! Oh, what a play by Austin Schrod down at the 7-yard line. He picks up 32, and it's a first down.
That was a jump ball for whoever the survival of the fittest is going to be to bring down that ball. And Austin Schrod did a great job.
Look at it right here. Haverkamp launches it, and watch this catch.
Boom.
Nice catch, and it's 1st and goal from the 7-yard line.
Give old Kyle Haverkamp a lot of credit. That was a great spiral, too. And there was a line drive right down there.
Here we come. Under 10 seconds to go here in the third. Haverkamp, right side, gets a block, and he's going to be dropped inside the 5. Brought down at the 3. He picks up 4, and that is the final play of the third quarter. This baby is going to be decided in the fourth quarter.
Absolutely.
It is 28 for Quinter, 20 for Baileyville B&B. We're back with your fourth quarter after this on Smoky Hills Public Television. And lots of excitement on the B&B sideline. The cheerleaders getting the fans into the ball game. And the football team doing pretty good.
Sun shining.
And the Quinter cheerleaders on the other side as well. So good crowd here from B&B, a good crowd across the way from Quinter. And the Bulldogs with the 28-20 lead. Their defense facing a second down. You look at that pass again that got them down inside the 10. And the play by Schrod with Whitman was there, but he overran the play a little bit, and Schrod came back for it. And then a run from Haverkamp from the 7 to the 3, and it's 2nd and goal from the 3, which is where we're at right now.
Yeah, it's just a great battle right there. It's a great job. Let's see what happens here. Haverkamp it.
Man in motion. Hyman. Haverkamp goes back, throws it out. Hyman makes a catch. He's into the end zone for the touchdown. 11:56 to go in the ball game. It is 28-26. A 2-point conversion coming, and a well-designed play right there.
Absolutely.
By the Falcons.
Yeah, because he had kind of had twins to the right. Then he sends Hyman in motion, and then he uses those other 2 guys, and what's normally going to be pass receivers. He uses them for blocking backs, and he just kind of scooted in the outside of the end zone there. Now here's all the important 2-point extra point, Jeremy.
Haverkamp under pressure, throws it, knocked away, incomplete.
No
so
penalties.
The two-point conversion is no good. 11:55 to go. It is 28-26. Look at the touchdown right here. A quick throw out to Hyman, makes the catch up the field, and easily scores the touchdown. And it is a 28-26 ball game. So this is the first time that both teams have matched each other with touchdowns, that the other hasn't matched the two-point conversion attempt as well.
That's right.
It's 28-26. So now Quinter, if they can find a way to get it into the end zone again, get the conversion, it would make it a tough hill to climb for B&B.
Yeah, make a two-score.
But at the same time, the last time Quinter had the football, the B&B defense had their backs against the wall, trailing by a touchdown. Quinter had it in their territory. They stopped them, forced Quinter to punt the football.
Absolutely. So it's like the battle of who's got the line of scrimmage out. And if you do make a mistake, can the other team take advantage of it? So right now, prior to that touchdown there, that was the same score that Quinter used to beat the Clifton Clyde Eagles last week, 28-20. Now it's 28-26.
Here's the kick. It's a line driver. It's going to be taken by Hargett at the 5. Comes sideline, breaks a tackle, and is brought down by Muting up across the 25, brought down at the 26-yard line, 1st and 10. So decent field position again for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, well, Hargett did a great job scooting through there. Didn't look like there's much of a seam or a crevice, but he made it through there. Those two guys were trying to tackle and gain another 6-7 yards. So they got 1st down and 10 from their own 26-yard line. And they're going from the west to the east on this field here.
They will spread them out. Reed gives it. Hargett, running room, needs a block. Gets it, and knocked out of bounds at midfield.
But it gains about 14 yards. It'll be a 1st down for those Quinter Bulldogs, and a great job. They was out there in the their old spread trap position.
Matt Bird with the block, pushing the defender down or back, and allowed Quinter to get into B&B territory as the clock sits at 11:44 to go in the 4th. Same formation.
Trap.
It's going to be a
spread trap.
Run to the right side and a pickup of about 3 down to the 47.
Yeah, old Thatcher Deaton, see, he pulled. He's kind of left guard. He's pulling out there to kind of go through the line, and he's a 6'1", 220-pound left guard. And of course, Cody Corwin is your 5'11", 260-pound senior on the right guard, and of course you got the big boy, Zach Nemechek, 6'4", 240 as a snap. The old center.
2nd down and 7.
Gonna run it again.
Reed going to the outside. Breaks a tackle, brought down at the 39-yard line.
It's like a
29 is going to be good enough for a 1st down, I believe. They're going to mark it actually closer to the 28, so a pickup of about 8 on the play.
That's kind of deception, similar to like a single wing would have been, because they still run that trap, that spread trap formation. They still pulled old Thatcher Deaton to the right, but this time they faked it to the run back there, and Brady Reed tucked it and kind of comes opposite, a little cross-back action type thing.
You get those defenders, those linebackers flowing one way and then come back the other way. It's Reed again, tries to pick through the defense, and
not this
Will
time.
Holthouse picks him out of the crowd and brings him down, a drop back in the backfield, a loss of 2 on the play.
I'm going to put a slobber knopper hit on you and knock you for about a 2-yard loss, Will Holthouse says, and he did exactly that.
2nd down and 12, the ball spotted just outside the 30. Quinter has never trailed in this ball game.
They've been tied, but never trailed.
It's tied 3 times. Back to pass Reed. It's going to be an option. The pitch to Hargett. Breaks off a block. A nice job by Logan Reed. And Hargett's going to pick up some yardage down to about the 26. He'll pick up 5. It will bring up 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, it was a great job. He picked up the 2 yards that Brady lost on the play before, and then gained 3 on his own. So the 5-yard total makes it 3rd down and a long 7, you might say. We're about their only, 26-yard line to call it, huh?
Unofficially, 20 carries, 96 yards for Jordan Hargett. 2 split to the near side. I'd look for a screen to the left. Back to pass, Reed throws it up the field, has Bird out there,
Too far.
threw it over him, incomplete. It will bring up 4th down. He had beat him, but just put a little bit too much air underneath the pass, and it will bring up 4th down and 7.
And Coach Brian Rush only has 1 timeout left, him and Coach Greg Wolf, and I don't think they're going to exercise a timeout now because they only got 1 timeout left. They're going to bring in number 34.
Skyler Whitman.
Yeah, he's going to have the play.
Play clock down to 15. Bulldogs need to get it just inside the 19-yard line for a 1st down.
4th and 7.
Reed, option, pitch to Hargett. Needs to get to the sideline. He gets there. Very close to a 1st down. And he's going to, I believe, he's going to have it. It all depends on the old spot. And the officials are looking down the line, and it is a 1st down. Goodness sakes, what a huge play, a pickup of 8.
That's a great spot on the sideline because they had the zebras about blocked out, and it was difficult for me to see where they actually did step out of bounds. But for the Quinter Bulldogs, they kept the drive alive on 4th down and 7. They make about 8.
And again, they go to their bread and butter, which is Hargett to the outside.
That's right.
1st and 10, 18-yard line. It's Hargett. Cuts in. He's going to be submarined under. Sudbeck in on the tackle. Holthouse. Well, we've called Holthouse's name a bunch here in this 2nd half.
He's
a pickup of 1 on the play. 2nd and 9.
Pretty good workhorse. Had 84 tackles, 1 fumble recovery, 2 sacks coming in this year. Pretty good job for that 6-foot, 180-pound senior. Will Holthouse, number 60.
We'll say a pickup of 2 on the play. Quinter taking their time, getting to the line of scrimmage. 5 seconds on the play clock. Bulldogs fumble it, and Reed falls on it right at the line of scrimmage, so no gain on the play. And that's the 3rd time that's happened in this ball game where they've mishandled the snap, and it brings up 3rd down and long.
Yeah, of course, the offensive keys today is working out pretty well. For offensive keys for Quinter is to protect the ball, control the line of scrimmage, and they've had 72 touchdowns all year. All but 10 touchdowns are scored by Brady Reed, Matt Bird, Logan Reed, and Jordan Hargett.
3rd down and a long 8. Reed's going to throw it, has Bird out there, throws it to the corner. It is incomplete, knocked away by Eric Herder. Boy, if he'd have let him a little bit more, he might have had a score, but Herder, boy, he made up a lot of time and tracked down that pass, and another 4th down here for the Bulldogs.
That's a great job by number 8, Eric Herder, just a 170-pound sophomore. It's a great job stepping up. He had to do it. If he didn't, why Reed was open, and Matt Bird was open. He was going to score that touchdown.
8:02 to go, 4th quarter, and Quinter is going to use their final timeout. We'll keep it right here with 8:02 to go, and the Bulldogs are now out of timeout, so it is important for them to make something happen here because they're not going to be able to, if B&B is able to score again, Quinter won't have any timeouts remaining, so you also got to think, what are they drawing up in that huddle?
Absolutely.
You see the pass right here. Reed had time to throw, stepped up, and watch Herder come in and make that diving stop right there.
Oh, that's incredible. That could be one of the key factors in deciding the outcome of this ball game here in the state championship game here in Newton, Kansas today, is that great defensive play by Eric.
So Quinter has had some trick plays in their bag.
I'll guarantee you, I think they're going to come out and split 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. They're going to come out in that spread formation, moving around. They got twins to the right.
Twins to the right. Tight end on the left side is Whitman. Reed flanked by Hargett in the backfield. Nemechek points somebody out, looking for a possible blitz. Hargett in motion. Back to pass Reed. Looking, has time. Is in trouble. He's sacked. Nathan Haug. Logan Haug on the sack, all the way back at the 25. And it's a loss on the play, and it's 1st down for the Falcons.
4th down, turnover on downs for the Quinter. It's worked a couple times today. It worked at least once. This time, nope. The Falcons rose to the occasion. Here
right here, watch it right here. Reed didn't even see him coming.
Blindsided.
Stepped up a little bit and right
flushed out of the pocket.
He saw him at the last second, and it was too late.
Tucked that ball, try to keep a fumble from happening. And what a great job by Logan Haug. 45 tackles, 10 sacks. Haberkamp.
Haberkamp on the carry. He's going to be brought down by Nemechek. Up across the 27 up to the 28-yard line.
That last play was a great deal, like Logan Haug, 240 pounds, 6'5" junior, at 45 tackles coming into this game, 10 sacks, 1 interception, 2 fumble recoveries, and you can see why he is one of the stalwarts on that defense. He's a thoroughbred, isn't he?
This baby's coming down to the wire. No doubt about it. Herder up the middle, breaks a tackle, finally brought down. Oakes and Simon up near the first down marker.
Yeah, you wonder how he got through there. I mean, he zigged and zagged and broke through 2 tackles, and then finally scampered for another 2 or 3 yards before they finally drug him down. So that's 3rd down and less than 1 yard now, Jeremy. So, you know, what the Falcons got up the sleeve now, I think just move the sticks. Let's get the first down and then worry about the next play. Get a new series going.
They have stuck almost predominantly on down and distance like this with Haberkamp. Hyman behind him, I wouldn't be surprised. They're going to throw it. Back to pass. There's a flag down. The pass is incomplete and a flag down. That's likely a holding. It came from the umpire.
I think that's what happened. The umpire
I think if you're Greg Wolf, you accept this penalty right here.
I think it's a slap to the head.
So we'll see what the official call is from official Stu Chance. They're going to mark that thing off.
I think it's going to be kind of a slap to the head, you know, or up high by the face mask.
Here it is.
Holding on the offense, 10-yard penalty, replay, 3rd down.
And that thing about that is it's 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
That's
so
true.
It's 3 yards in the backfield. Now it's 3rd down and 13. Back to pass, Haberkamp. Rolls to his right. Under some pressure, he is going to be brought down. The ball stripped. Hargett stripped it out of his hands. Down to the 11-yard line, and it's first down for Quinter. Boy, Haberkamp left that ball sitting out there, and Hargett met him and just stripped it right out of his hands. Look at this play right here.
Great job.
Watch it as Haberkamp goes that way. Hargett meets him and just ripped it right out of his arms. 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line.
Now you have it, now you don't. Mr. Hargett's going the other way. That's a big turning point of this ball game, where the momentum was going.
First turnover. Quinter, with 6:23 to go in the ball game, have the ball at the 11. It's going to be Logan Reed, and he is going to go absolutely nowhere. Schrod meets him up top, and coming underneath was
it was Brady.
Holthouse.
Brady's one had he faked to Logan Reed up there, and Brady kept it. Come off tackle or off guard. He faked about everybody out. I think faked out the public announcer here on the field as well as most everybody else. But it's a good fake to his brother up the middle. What do we got here? Second
down and 8. One man in the backfield. That's Hargett. Back to pass.
Oh,
bam! What a play by Holthouse. He came right through there, brought Reed down at the 15. A loss on the play of 6.
That's just incredible. He's just done a great job.
Look at it. He just came shooting through and hammered him. And again, Quinter going away from what has brought him here. Going away from the girl who brung you.
Yeah,
with the passing game.
You got the 3-3 defense, a couple cornerbacks by the Falcons.
This time Hargett's going to get the carry, breaks a few tackles, still going.
Still bring up third down and 10.
To the 12-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th down and 11 from the 12. And here comes the play call after a pickup of 3 on the play.
Scott Oakes brought in the play. 4th down and called 11 yards to go. It's a great stop in there. The Falcons are in their 3-3, kind of their main base defense.
They love to go to Matt Bird. Back to pass. Reed under pressure. He's flung down. Logan Haug.
Guess who?
Another sack. The B&B defense comes through again.
2 turnovers on downs, Jeremy.
A loss of 9 on the play.
Now Haverfield gets a chance to redeem himself when Kyle comes back out here after getting that ball stripped.
There it is again. Reed didn't have a chance. Nemechek actually was going out in the pattern that time.
This is going to be the survival of the fittest right now.
4:36 to go in regulation.
A lot of these guys been going both ways. They got to be exhausted, got to be tired.
Left side, Herder, look out.
Herder made
and
4 or
Bird
5.
brings him down. And that's going to be a pickup of 4 on the play up to the 25. And Cody Corwin was really close to getting a late hit on that one, I think. If he would have thrown himself completely into that, I think he might have got whistled. But a 4-yard pickup for Herder.
And Cody, he's had 78 tackles for the year, 5 sacks at 5'11", 260-pound senior.
Back to pass, Haverkamp. He's under pressure, throws it. Catch is made by Schrod. He fumbles it, and there to make the recovery is Cody Hyman at the 36-yard line.
Both plays good enough for a first down, though.
Pickup of 9 on the play.
I'm not too sure that his knee wasn't down though before he fumbled, if to be quite honest about it. Yeah, looked like it. Of course, we didn't have the best play angle.
Say we're a little ways away from the action. So first down and 10 from the 36. The clock winds at 3:45. Could you ask for a better football game than what we have right here?
Yep.
Young men playing their hearts out. It's going to be Hyman, and he's going to be brought down by Corwin after a pickup of 2 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
And it's a great job in there. Of course, Quinter's still in their main defense. You know, the 3-2 monster. You got Joe Simon as the monster back, trying to pick out where they might go. 2nd down and long 8 for Kyle Haverkamp and the Falcons.
Back to pass. Haverkamp throws it out in the flat.
Oh, he's got
wide open. Whitman out there knocks him out of bounds at the 28-yard line. It's going to be a first down. A pickup of 14 yards.
In my opinion, they just need to do more of that. More, spread them out. Use the pass play. Use the great arm and the height of Kyle Haverkamp at 6'4", 170-pound senior to spread the field and let the players do their thing out there.
Quinter does not have any timeouts remaining. Babyville has them all. 1st and 10. There's Hyman. He's hit and dropped by Deaton at the line of scrimmage.
To me, that's a
pickup of maybe a yard on the play.
Let's call that a decoy play to set up something else.
Well, that's about the play they used to go 44 yards on the first play from scrimmage in the second half. So
I understand. I think, look at them. Their hands are on their hips. There's about three guys out there that between plays are trying to get to breath.
2nd down and 10. Hyman in motion. Pressure. Throw out in the flat. Off the fingertips of Herder. Incomplete. It will bring up 3rd down and 10.
The reason why that's incomplete was that great drive in there by number 56, Zach Nemechek, the 6', 240-pound senior. He made Kyle Haverkamp throw that ball a little bit before he really wanted to, because Herder was still open. That's the one that gained all that first down yardage than the play before, Jeremy.
And somebody's going to have to start watching Herder out of the backfield for Quinter. They'll go shotgun formation.
Twins to the left.
Muting, Hyman to the top. Haverkamp, pump fake. Throws it down the field. It's tipped. Incomplete.
Great job by Scott.
Whitman stayed where he was supposed to be, and his hand got in the way of Logan Haug, and it is 4th down.
Deflected it just enough. They're going to have a timeout probably by Steve Tiernan and the B&B Falcons, I suspect. Maybe not.
So, officials, I think they're just going to go with it. The play clock hasn't even been started yet. 4th down, and we'll say 9.5 instead of 10. This is huge. B&B with all their timeouts remaining. I don't know what the delay is about, but it's basically giving B&B a
free timeout.
Unofficial timeout.
Set the game clock to 2:33.
And they're going to have a reset of the game clock to 2 minutes and 33 seconds. And B&B is going to take a timeout, and we're going to keep it right here with 2:33 to go here in the ball game. Now 2 timeouts for B&B. They have been able to find Herder in the backfield, out of the backfield on passes. That's been their main target. They've also found a couple out patterns to Schrod down the field. We'll see where they go. Logan Haug coming into the ball game, 13 catches, 195 yards. Our leading receiver, no surprise, is Ryan Herder, 20 catches, 300 yards on the season. So where do you go? 4th down and 9.5, 10, right there in that in-between range.
I would send 2 players, in my opinion. I would send 2 of them down deep, and then a guy underneath of them. You need 10 yards. And I have my best pass receiver is going to be that will drag him across the middle towards the outside, and have Kyle do it. Kyle hit him. But I'm going to send 2 of them opposite way, drag them away from there, and then come back in to drag across the middle to an end.
Now defensively for Quinter, do you bring heat?
Well, yeah, you're going to bring at least 3 of them heat. You better play 5 of them back and play pass defense. I'd bring 3 linemen probably. I wouldn't blitz anybody, but just bring the 3 linemen, see who controls them.
Out there on the field right now for the Bulldogs, Cody Corwin, Zach Nemechek, also Scott Oakes, 6'7", 270. Linebacking core, Jordan Hargett, Thatcher Deaton. Corners, Matt Bird, Skylar Whitman.
Joe Simon, he moves over, he's a monster back.
Joe Simon, 3 to the far side.
Yeah, trips to the left.
Back to pass, Haverkamp. It's an underneath screen, he's in trouble! He throws it away, it's intercepted! Intercepted by Deaton. He's brought down at the 36-yard line. They brought the pressure, and they got the interception. Oh, my, what a play by Quinter. And now with 2 timeouts, there's still plenty of time for the Falcons if they can get a defensive stop right here. Look at the play. Haverkamp under pressure. Oakes was in there. Also Corwin. And then Deaton picked that thing off the turf. And the touchdown saving tackle right there by Nathan Haug. 1st down and 10. It is going to be Hargett. Cuts up the middle. He's going to pick up 4.
That's just a great job, great pressure in there, like what you mentioned by Cody Corwin and Deaton to put the pressure on Kyle Haverkamp, and he was flushed out of the pocket and tried to do the best he could with it. Didn't have enough zip on the ball and is intercepted, and now it's Quinter's got the ball with 2nd and 7 to go, or long 6.
1:54 and counting. 8 seconds on the play clock. B&B still with 2 timeouts in their hip pocket. It's Hargett. Boom. He is crushed in the hole by Will Holthouse.
He lost half a yard.
And it's going to bring up 3rd down and 7. The clock continues to wind.
You haven't heard Will Holthouse's name called much today, number 60 for the Falcons, have you?
Not at all. He's been nowhere for B&B. Obviously, we say that in jest for those that are watching. He's been all over. 3rd down. The clock at 1:19. 9 seconds on the play clock. Quinter gets a 1st down here. They're state champions. They don't. They give B&B a shot. Option. It is Hargett. He mishandles it, and he's brought down at the 35-yard line. He loses 4 on the play. And a timeout with 1:02 on the clock.
I'll guarantee you he'll take that loss and be grateful for it instead of a fumble recovery by the Falcons, and it almost was. But it's a great job of him to hang on to it.
And Quinter's going to punt the football away here. It's going to bring up 4th down and 11. They'll punt the football. Brady Reed, last time he punted it deep, had a nice kick that Herder, remember the fair catch at the 2-yard line. So
unfortunately, it's a fair catch at the 2-yard line.
But at this point, do you kick it high and allow him to get a return, or do you kind of pooch it and let that baby roll and give your team a chance to get down there and make the play?
Well, he's had good success putting the thing high. He's hoping that maybe they make a mistake and call a fair catch again if he can put a big leg into it. But of course, Brady Reed's he's kicked it 4 times inside the 20-yard line. The average is only 29 yards a punt. But that last one that you're talking about must have went 30 or 40. He really got his leg in that last one.
1:06 on the clock. They've reset it at 1:06. Herder will be back deep.
The element of surprise is about to take place.
Nemechek will snap it.
Yeah, he's a long snapper. Has been all year long. Brady Reed.
Nemechek to snap it back. It's a good one. Good blocking
snap.
And a nice kick. It's a high one. It's going to bounce, and it's going to take a great Quinter bounce inside the 5, and will be down at the 4-yard line. Just exactly what Quinter needed. And if my count's right, B&B has 1 timeout remaining and 55 seconds to go. In high school football, the clock stops after a first down until it's reset and marked ready for play, and anytime they go out of bounds.
And they got 75 yards to go with less than a minute to get it done in. And so now what do? I mean, Kyle Haverkamp, you're going to have to work some magic back there, because the last time he's going to feel that last play, that when they flushed him out of the pocket and then had that interception.
Herder split to the top side. Matt Bird will cover him. 3 wide receivers. Ingleton, Haverkamp under pressure, throws it, nearly intercepted. Boy, if he had a little bit more air on that one, Simon would have had his hands on it. And again, the pressure from that defensive line of the Quinter Bulldogs.
You know what that tells you? If you got your trips left or trips right, you better be passing the ball out there in a splat real quick. Get rid of it and then hope they can spring something loose. In other words, here again, you got
formation. 51 seconds. Back to pass. Under pressure. Haverkamp steps up, has a man. Herder makes a catch.
First down.
Knocked out of bounds. 23-yard line. 18-yard pickup. 45 seconds to go.
That's just what we're talking about. By golly, a great job by the Falcons picking up the first down, keeping in possession, moving that clock, moving the old stick markers.
Still a timeout remaining. Same formation again. Back to pass, looking. Throws it over the middle. Catch is made by Muting. He's brought down out of bounds at the 39 with 39 seconds to go. And a pickup of 16 more.
This is going down to the last few seconds. I can remember. Here they go.
They aren't wasting any time. They don't want Quinter to make any adjustments right now, because what they have going is working. Haverkamp looking, throws it, has his man. Haug makes the catch.
He's in bounds, though. They got last time out.
At the 27-yard line.
Tiernan wants to get the play in.
14-yard gain. And you got to remember, Haug has quite a leg as far as kickoffs. Can he kick field goals? I can't tell you for sure. Back to pass, under pressure. Haverkamp in trouble, throws it up, catches
out of bounds. Great job.
Out of bounds, yes, at the 20-yard line with 24.8. And boy, B&B is flying down the field, passing the football after a 6-yard gain.
That was a great catch, and even smarter than that Josh Sedgwick, the 170-pound senior, got out of bounds to stop it. He's the one who had that fungal pneumonia week 5.
Plenty of time left. Under pressure, Haverkamp throws it, intercepted by Bird! And he goes down, and that is going to be your ball game. Herder, the intended receiver, and Matt Bird had the inside position and made the interception.
The pass just thrown to the wrong side of Herder. Herder was open if he leads him a little bit, and Bird was right there in position.
Here it is right here. A little pressure that time. Haverkamp didn't have as much time as he wanted, and there you see it, Jance, just like you said. They threw it to the wrong side, and now Quinter can take the victory formation in their first state title since 1992. And that is all she wrote. They won't have to snap the ball again. B&B with 1 timeout remaining. They won't even use it. The clock clicks down. 2-1, and the Quinter Bulldogs are the 8-man Division I 2009 state champions. What a heck of a ball game. Look at the celebration down on the field. They're going nuts here in Newton, folks. The 25-game win streak for the Baileyville B&B Falcons is over.
But it come with a heck of a fight by both teams. I mean, there's all the teams exhausted, left everything on the field. It's just a great job hauled up. There's a lot of grateful prayers being answered by the Quinter Bulldogs because prayer for them, Coach Wolf, Coach Rush, their athletic director, John Chris, and all the players has been very, very important to them all year. Not saying it hasn't been for the Falcons either, but let me tell you, all the adversity they've come through out there, and you got to say, hey, the Baileyville B&B, they didn't hardly get to play. They was only on the field one time this week, Thursday, because between 15 and 9 inches of snow is up there in that country, and so they didn't have school Monday and Tuesday this week. So a lot of weather, Kansas weather challenges confronted them this year. So nothing to be shaken of. Hey, they're 25-0 up to this point, and they lose only by 2 points by an extra point. You might say 2-point extra point is the only difference in this ball game today because, man, they left their hearts on that field, didn't they, Jeremy?
Everything is right there. An obvious disappointment for B&B. What a heck of an effort down the stretch. They moved the ball from the 5-yard line, their own 5-yard line, all the way to the Quinter 20, and a little pressure and that interception. As you see the awards given out for the state runner-up to the B&B Falcons.
You got to say hats off to Baileyville really for this year. They only gave up 5.8 points as on average, and today Quinter got 28 against them, and they've only been 5.8 scored against their opponents. So Baileyville B&B has done a great job all year long. They reached this here 44-12 over Madison Hamilton. Then they got Gossel 58-24. Beat Pretty Prairie 50-6 in the semifinals to get to this game today.
And the Quinter Bulldogs, look at them as they're going to receive their state championship trophy, and that will look sweet in the hallways of Quinter High School for years and years to come. They had a pretty tough run through this playoffs too, and came down to final play.
Yes, it did. So they finished 12-1. And this last 2 games had to be the toughest they've had all year long.
Without a doubt. You figure, they scored 28 points in each of their last 2 games. Gave up 20 to a powerful Clifton Clyde team. Gave up 26 to a pretty darn powerful B&B team.
And they're both out of the same league, Clifton Clyde and that. The toughest league in 8-man football is still the Twin Valley League.
And you look at it right there. The Quinter guys, they all have their hand on that trophy.
And they went to 8-man football just 2 years ago, thinking that they don't have quite the numbers to really play at the level they'd like to in 11-man. So that now you can see, hey, it paid off. And now with 8-man football, they're back in the hunt since 1992, and they won the state championship today in an incredibly well-played and well-strategized game by coaches Brian Rush and also Coach Greg Wolf and Rich Rudd.
You saw in that last drive, we'll talk about that a little bit, B&B going down the field. Quinter had a hard time getting pressure on them until that final play. You saw him finally get a little pressure from Corwin, also Oaks coming in there. And I think if Haverfield has another half second to a second to throw that ball, we might be talking about a different outcome right now because Herder had made the cut but had to throw it a little bit too early, which ended up in an interception.
Okay, now, Jeremy, tell me this. As far as our thoroughbred players, the second half, to me, for Baileyville, you'd have to give it to Will Holthouse, probably number 60, correct?
Yep.
And we'll have on for Quinter Bulldogs.
I say you give an honorary one to Mr. Greg Wolf.
I think the entire the coaching staff, the whole team, for how they rose up on them goal line stance right in the first half, and then the other one, and then you take number 11, old Matt Bird, his interception right there to kind of put the clincher on it, get him a stranglehold right there and just run out the clock. So give it to Coach Wolf, and the Quinter defense will be our thoroughbred They're all thoroughbreds out there. Falcons and the Bulldogs today.
So the Quinter Bulldogs are your 2009 8-man Division I state champs in the state of Kansas. They win it by a score of 28-26, finish the season at 12-1, and the B&B Falcons, their 25-game win streak comes to an end, and they...
But not without a tough battle, huh?
Not at all, and they finish their season with the record of 12-1 as well. A nice look of head coach Greg Wolf, the media around him right now, understandably so. Most of them know the story that he has went through, and tell you what, he couldn't feel better for a young man, a young team, and a community that has not only rallied around their head coach, but has also rallied around this football team.
And understandably so, because Brian Rush and Greg Wolf, who both was out there at Quinter 14 years ago, and they were both applying for the grade school principal job. Neither one of them got it, but they hired Greg Wolf to be a 5th grade teacher, and the rest of that stuff is history. So he grew up with these kids from 5th graders all the way up, these seniors this year, and with all the adversity, health issues, and everything they had, it's like a dream come true. Almost like the same dynasty or destiny, you might say. Destiny was the best word probably. It happened like for the Rock Chalk KU Jayhawks in 2008.
So Quinter wins it 28-26. Special thanks to all the crew here at Smoky Hills Public Television, in the truck and on the sidelines and back at the station. Special thanks to color analyst Larry Jantz. This is Jeremy McGuire saying so long from Newton, where the Bulldogs are state champs 28-26.